Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Welcome to the Gentleman's Debate podcast, episode 27. Hey? Yeah. Episode 27. This one is going to be a heated debate. More heated than our bounties debate, which we will reveal the details of the poll later on in the podcast.
Yes, we will.
To reveal
Simon.
Stuff. Oh,
yes, we will.
Not happy about this.
We will see.
We're not happy about
I think
this.
it was 53-47 last
It's
time
on
I checked.
Twitter.
No, it
So
was not.
It's on Twitter and it's on
Is it
Facebook,
more?
so we'll add them together and we'll work out the percentages, okay?
Oh, you were so cocky as well.
Fake news.
So annoying.
Fake news.
So annoying. But
Bounty Hunters
this
unite.
podcast... This podcast is the debate to settle all debates. Topic close to everyone's heart. And is the most hard-hitting subject we possibly could have thought of for this week. What is the best pizza? Domino's or Pizza Hut?
Then Papa John's isn't a thing because they're just
Papa
nowhere
John's
near.
isn't even. They're not.
Papa
no.
John's didn't even come close.
They're not even. They're not even on the same level. You got,
Actually,
right, they're not on the same level in terms of just popularity. That's it. Done.
They really are. Not in,
They're
not in
nowhere
the
near.
UK.
That's
Not
it.
in the UK,
That's
no.
it. So we're not even gonna. They're not in the debate because there's only two people debate it. Then we have the devil's advocate. I will be playing the devil's advocate role today, and I'll be doing the coin flip. We have
we've
figured
got a
out.
lot riding on this coin flip.
We have figured out how
Yeah.
to fucking do a coin flip this time.
Yeah, we do.
But it'll be Sam
I don't endorse
versus
this.
Mickey figuring out, who what they think best. We've obviously got our own opinions, me and Josh.
I've actually got the pleasure of having worked at both establishments, so...
So you have the inside scoop.
Yeah.
Well, Sam is purely a consumer.
I have the experience of consuming said pizza from both establishments, which
Yes.
I think is
And
invaluable.
you probably will in the future.
I've made them.
He's made them.
I have technically made a Pizza Hut
May
pizza
I
as
add,
well.
Josh Simpson of York Video Production. # shameless plug.
Yes, Josh is Josh is behind the cameras, and you can sometimes hear interspersing his sense of humour into the podcast.
And shameless plugs.
Works for he owns his own business. It's a videography and photography company. If you need any in the local York area, please hit him up at York Video Pro on Twitter and Instagram. And then it's just York Video Production, or is it York Video Pro on
York Video
Facebook?
Production.
York Video Production.
On Facebook. But you can also go to his website, see his portfolio, and then pay him money for doing stuff. There you go. He is open to porn. So, we've discussed this many a time on the podcast, how he should move into the porn industry. Josh has officially got his license to do porn now. So go for it.
I've done enough research.
He's done plenty enough research. Yep.
Do you need a license to do porn?
I have no idea. I don't care.
Josh, Google it.
Do you need a license to do porn in Britain?
I can't, can I?
Yes, we have a slight issue today where our Wi-Fi is down, so our research will have to be done from our own head, so we will be making stuff up. However, before the Wi-Fi went down, we loaded up a couple of articles which could prove to be interesting during the debate.
Oh.
Yes. Now,
Oh.
first of all, we'll do a little catch-up, how everyone's doing, and then we'll move over to the real meat of the debate. And there will be pizza puns throughout the debate, ladies and gentlemen. So extra points go to whoever can get the most pizza puns rolled out.
Flip the damn coin,
You're
boy.
welcome. No, we need to catch up and see how everyone's doing. I want to tell you a funny story about today.
He's just really on edge about
Yeah, you're on
this
You're on
coin
edge as
flip.
fuck. You're on edge as fuck about this. I'm going to tell you a funny story today that happened.
Tell us a funny story, Simon. You didn't even introduce us.
Everyone knows who these people are by
Don't
now.
care.
However, if you don't know who they are, the man on the right of the screen, I think, depending on how this is orientated,
This is going to go so wrong.
I think,
Just point.
is
It's okay to point.
our good friend Mickey, also known as the Eastern Death. Yes,
Miroslav Dimitrievsky.
Also, Slavhammer.
Slavhammer. Slavhammer is his other nickname.
I'm making that a thing.
If we ever do t-shirts, you've got two
Slavhammer.
t-shirts straight away. Slavhammer
An Eastern Death.
and the Eastern Death. You got two then. Then we got
See,
Sam.
these are really cool. What am I going to be?
I don't know. your
Fucking
Instagram.
Twisted Bollocks Carter.
Your what?
High voice.
Oh. You've got on as your Instagram handle.
What you like? Look.
For your Instagram handle, isn't it Samuel Carter?
Yes.
So
Thanks for that.
just to make sure people know, you know, if he does say anything that's a bit too thing, you can really call him out at Samuel Carter.
Follow me, guys.
Follow him. Go
Links
on.
in the description below.
Full address, national security
what
number, bank details, the lot.
So what could it be your nickname from the podcast? Mine is Simon Discount Bruce Willis, which I quite like.
Samwise has always been a thing for you.
Samwise has always been a thing, yeah. Even though people tell me I look more like Frodo, but
Yeah, you
they
do
all
kind
call me
of.
Samwise.
If you shaved the beard off and slicked back your hair, you definitely look like Frodo.
Slick back, he
Yeah,
just has curly hair.
To make you look younger, I mean like to look like Elijah Wood.
You know, on the start of the Fellowship,
What was it?
Yeah,
Backhand.
get the fuck down.
Lord of the Rings, the Fellowship, one of the first ever films I ever watched. I remember the start. You know, when Gandalf like rocks up, and then he goes, "You're late,"
Yeah.
and Gandalf is like, "A wizard is never late."
No, is he
Like,
early?
wouldn't
He
it be
arrives
so funny
precisely when he means to.
if Frodo just jumped on him and they just start fighting? Just like,
Fuck you, you tall magic bastard!
he starts beating him with the staff.
Do you think
Gandalf
Elijah?
gets the firework out,
You
sticks
are
out
late,
Frodo's
you-
ass and fires him to Mount Doom. Why did they walk? Stick the firework up.
Stick the
You
fire-
wouldn't have a
As soon as
film.
he explodes in the air, he just looks up and he just goes, Hobbits.
The Eagles are there to fill any inconvenient plot holes.
Oh, you know that there's actually a theory.
There is a reason why the...
You know where he says "Fly, you fools"?
Yeah.
Is him just trying to tell them to go and use the eagles?
No.
You know the bit where he's hanging. He's hanging from
I
it.
always
I'm gonna
thought
put it
about
out there.
He
when
says
the Balrog guy gets it.
he doesn't say run. He says "Fly, you fools."
I'm
and then they.
going
that's
to
what-
put it,
that's
I'm gonna
always
put it
got
out
to
there.
me.
That is just a funny fan theory joke. It's not an
But
actual
why does it
truth.
say?
Yeah.
Why does it say fly you? Because I always thought it said
fly-
die.
Fly
You,
means...
I thought
Fly
it
means
said
to run as
flee.
well.
I always
Yeah.
thought it said die you fools, and I don't know why.
Die, you fools. Without me, it's over, mate.
When you
Yeah,
think
pretty
about
much,
it,
yeah.
he didn't need a drop, but he chose to drop down to fuck up that Balrog.
Yeah. It's a matter of pride for Gandalf.
Hashtag Gandalf.
I fought him in the deepest caverns, and anyway.
I smell.
That's
Did
the
he say
second time you've tried to do a Lord of the Rings quote and failed.
Did he say I smelt him or smite him?
Smite.
Smited.
It's,
Is it smited or is it
I
smout?
smote my...
I smoked my
I
enemy up
smote my
top the-
enemy on the mountaintop.
Yeah.
He also says, what was it the flame of Unun? Is it
Flame of Undun!
Yeah.
Well, there's some
Lord of the Rings trivia.
I've seen that film.
So
way
we
too
need
many
to-
But
times.
there also is a reason, apparently, why the eagles don't actually just fly in there.
Is it because the eagles
Tell me.
would become consumed by the power of the ring, and then they'd just
No.
be motherfucking gangsters?
I don't know.
There's the
I
Witch
don't
King
act-
with his badass fucking long fucking
The Nazgul.
the Nazgul, yeah.
There's... I don't know if this is actually true or not. I think
It's a work of fiction. So who gives a fuck?
apparently it's detailed in the I can never pronounce
Cinematography?
the Silmarillion.
Silmarillion.
Yeah, another book that he did.
Oh, yeah.
Which was just like it's like
I've got a
backstories of all other bits in Middle Earth.
yeah.
And apparently the eagles are almost not godlike creatures, but they see themselves as godlike creatures. So,
So it was beneath
Aren't they
them.
as powerful as Gandalf or something like that, or
something-
just below him?
something
in terms
like
of
that.
magical powers.
But basically, they don't get involved in just what they see as minor affairs in Middle Earth.
Like
they
Ents.
only did it at the end,
Like Ents.
because they actually owed Gandalf a favour or something like that. Again, I don't know if that's true. Research it.
I could just imagine like Gandalf going
That's
up to the
what I
Eagles, and
heard.
the Eagles are like on some thrones, like, "What do you want?" Like,
yeah. What do you fucking want,
they,
bitch?
they owe Gandalf a favour because they shit on his cart.
Imagine you get you start.
Imagine that eagle shitting on your car. That's your car gone. Just like the car would get crushed.
Imagine all of them shitting on one car. It would literally be like America carpet bombing the Taliban in the mountains.
Yeah.
Oh, that was an inappropriate
I was
joke.
biking to work one day, this was quite a few years back, and I got shit on by a pigeon.
Yeah.
And it hit my arm, and it felt like I'd been hit by a fucking rock.
That's because you were going towards
I
it
was going
and it was
towards
coming
it,
down.
and it was coming down because I don't know what height it was coming from.
It could have
Obviously, picks
swooped
up
in.
Speeds,
It
yeah.
could have-
And
Imagine if that got you in the eye.
I was on my thingy like that, and it hit me, and I nearly went flying off my bike because it hit my arm here, and I just went, fucking hell.
Pigeon's like, Twat. Little twat.
He's just there with his mates, just like, dickhead, wanker.
Here's a little tip, right?
Because all pigeons are
Never
chaps.
get a really dark blue car. Having worked in a car wash before and dealt
At
with
the
this
car
somewhat.
wash. Oh,
Birds think it's the ocean.
yeah. No.
They get
fuck
caked.
off.
They get caked.
Fuck off. They think it's the ocean.
We can't challenge him on this one.
Oh, yeah. We can't challenge him on this one because every time we do, he's fucking right. It pisses me off. It pisses me off. And we can't get Josh to research it. There's no way they think it's the ocean.
Honestly, the dark blue cars get shit on the most.
I don't believe that.
They get shit on the
I
most.
don't believe
Do
that.
birds.
Do you guys really want to take this risk?
Birds. I'm taking the risk.
Oh, we always. It's like in poker. You always call someone's bluff. Should always call it.
First search is, do birds pee?
Well, that is a question I'd like to know. Actually, do they pee?
Of course they pee.
Of course they pee.
It's like a law of nature that
I
every
thought they
single
pee and poo. I thought it comes out the same bit. That's why it's liquidy.
Is it like
Quite possibly.
is it like the sea cucumber that poos out of its own mouth?
Oh. You know, turtles breathe through the bum. Yeah, that blows your mind, doesn't it? Sea turtles breathe
So what
through
happens?
the
What?
bum. Yeah, that's so they
What happens when they're getting frisky with their partner? I can't breathe.
Well, I think they mate on land. I think I'm not sure, but they have it in their bum. They breathe through the bum.
Yeah.
There's nothing about that.
Absolutely nothing.
Right, so Mickey might be wrong here.
No, that doesn't mean I'm wrong. That means that Sam's a really bad Googler.
Googler.
Yeah.
Anyway.
What, by Googling, do birds think that dark blue cars are the sea?
No.
the most literal fucking search thing I've ever heard. Anyway, shall I tell you?
There is a poll. A study done in the UK deciphers which colour vehicles birds are most likely to poop on,
And it is.
but it says nothing about the sea.
I found it straight away. These car colours attract the most bird poop.
Yeah, what does
Yeah,
that
but
have to do
that
with the
doesn't-
fucking ocean?
Yeah. The most pooped on car colour is red.
Wow.
Oh, and then
2-all.
and then it's blue. Blue second.
So you were wrong.
So you were wrong.
Okay, I was wrong.
Yes! Yes!
We did it. Podcast over.
Yes!
Balance is restored.
Oh, thank fuck. Oh, right, we need... No, because he's 2-1. We need to...
No, it's 2-all. Did we do one last
2-all.
week? It's
You said
2-all.
2-all.
Last week, yeah.
Yeah.
What do you mean you did the one? What did you prove me wrong on? It was the coconut,
Coconut, and then...
which I got you on, and
Yeah.
there was,
There
the,
was one
the
after
love
that.
heart.
Yeah,
love
there was
heart.
one after the coconut.
What was it?
What was
No, it
it?
wasn't.
I can't remember.
Fucking hell.
We'll have to go back and review
No, 'cause
episode
I-
26, guys.
Yeah, go to
Yeah.
episode
Go watch
26.
it, guys.
There
Go
was
watch it now.
there was nothing that you got me on except this, and even this I was like, well, that's kind of like.
No, the excuses
he's
come
trying
out.
to retract. Here we go.
yeah,
Fine.
yeah.
No,
we-
hey, unlike you guys, when I'm wrong, I'm wrong.
We fucking admitted it.
Yes.
We were mad
You're
about
trying to
it.
deny it right now.
And it was.
You were trying to back your way out of it. We just went, oh, fucking hell, Mickey's right, and then we moved on. You are still trying to get your way out of this, all right? Admit you're wrong and leave it.
Imagine if an albatross shot on you. Fuck me.
Is that your way of trying to move on?
That would knock you out.
Albatross.
So, I'll tell
Imagine
you.
a pterodactyl.
Well, it would just shit out a carcass is what it would happen.
Yeah, but that's it. Not only are you getting shit on, you're getting shit bones and...
That's what owls are. They're little mini pterodactyls.
Awesome.
Yeah. Well, a lot of people don't know this, but most of the birds on the planet are basically descended from dinosaurs.
Yep.
So chickens are related to velociraptors.
Is
That
it?
fucked me up when I learned that. I was like, what the fuck? So hang on, we're eating dinosaurs.
Velociraptors were only actually about that big.
They weren't very
no,
big.
that was the size of their body. They were actually quite. They had long legs and like, so they were actually about 3 foot tall.
Right.
But they hunted in packs, so they just gouged your eyes out. They were pretty deadly still.
Yeah.
They had like those massive.
Oh yeah, they were.
talons.
Yeah, they were very
massive
deadly. Yeah.
hooks.
And they had feathers.
Yeah, that's
Same,
that's
apparently
why-
same with T-Rex.
That's why
Every-
birds have feathers.
But this is it. Everyone got really pissed off about. Well, not everyone. People really like
Everyone
Jurassic Park.
Ever.
But like a lot of hardcore dinosaur nuts. So paleontologists, I guess.
Yes.
Yeah.
Archaeologists.
No, not archaeologists.
Paleontologists are people who
Paleontologists.
study... I think
Mainly
they
dinosaurs.
study-
Yeah, mainly dinosaurs. Yeah.
We're saying about how
Yeah, Ross and Friends.
Yeah, you know, it was factually incorrect that the dinosaurs didn't actually look what dinosaurs would look like. There was no feathers on velociraptors, for example.
Didn't
but
they
it's
get
like
around it, though?
it's explained in the film.
Yeah.
They spliced the DNA with the missing parts of the DNA with frog DNA.
And in the new one,
So
they did it
that's why they're
with
different.
frogs, iguanas,
Yeah.
chickens, snakes. They
Just
literally
asking for trouble.
So basically, what they did was they just genetically spiced everything.
Yep.
Made a super machine.
And you know, the Jurassic Park 4 was originally meant to be dinosaur-human hybrids.
Oh my god!
Thank fuck they backed out of that idea.
There was also dinosaurs in the military. Was also an idea.
Sort of.
Also-
It's gonna be. It's gonna be in the new one, isn't it? Isn't it going to be in the new one?
No,
They
they were trying to get the Velociraptors to train the Velociraptors to go into the military.
This is something that annoys me. You know the Spinosaurus in the original Jurassic Park? You know how it's on 2 hind legs? The actual
What,
Spinosaurus.
in the third one.
The big long sail.
The third one, yeah.
That was actually, they couldn't do that. They had to walk on all fours because they were massive. But there's also a bigger dinosaur, the T-Rex.
Yeah, yeah.
They're called the Carchantosaurus in Egypt, or 90 million years ago. And then there was also the Gigantosaurus in Argentina.
Well,
Just a whole 20%, 10 to 20% longer.
Diplodopolus.
Yeah, it's a giant thing.
Yeah.
It's more.
I think it's Diplodopolus.
Argentinosaurus was the largest
Sounds
ever.
like a Greek dinosaur.
The Argentinosaurus was 130 tons. It was basically 30 African elephants.
Enough of the dinosaurs, because that's a fucking powerful segue. We went from there.
Yep.
We went Lord of the Rings. Then we went to Mickey proving Mickey wrong, and then we went finally to dinosaurs. I'll tell you the funny story that we did.
Oh,
Then
yes, of
we'll
course.
we'll do the bounty poll. We'll reveal
then
the
we'll go
details of the
into
poll, and then
the-
we're going to do
Yes.
Is the poll finished now?
yeah, we'll do it. We'll say it's
still
finished.
ongoing,
Now.
I think
It's
it's
still.
finished,
It will
yeah.
go for the next 1 or 2
so,
days,
yeah.
but we'll count it from now.
Yeah.
So the story I had. Shut up, Josh. So this morning I woke up and I went downstairs bright and early. I went,
Glad you specified stairs there.
Were you bollock naked?
no. I had my pajamas on. I was
Did you
a
smash?
well-behaved boy.
That makes one of you.
Smash,
Did you smash?
No, I didn't.
No. Disappointment.
Well,
I can't smash at the moment. The river runs red.
you what? So concerned.
I
Holy shit!
Pissing blood.
That's what I thought when you said that. Fuck. Oh.
Jesus.
Oh well,
my
nice to know.
days.
Thanks,
There's no
You're
kind
welcome,
of
guys.
like.
thanks for letting us
It's
know.
a natural
hold,
thing.
Yeah, I'm not. We were a bit scared for you then, mate. we thought we were about to go. You better go see a doctor.
If I was pissing blood, yeah, that's the first thing I'd be in A&E.
Were you
I
doing
do
a
have
bit
a
of?
over the counter going, look at that!
I do have a story about that, and it's not about me though.
Is it going to be gross?
It's kind of gross.
I actually have a story
I'll
about
tell
that.
you-
Again, not about me,
I'll
but
tell you this story. Okay, it's about my dad, which is the weird bit, right? My dad was in the Royal Navy. Okay, and what are you doing?
Other than just.
You kept waving at me.
No, I was adjusting my mic.
Oh, okay.
He
So
was
my dad
adjusting
was
his
in. My dad was in the Royal Navy, and he. This was well before I was born, and him and my mum were. Were basically enjoying each other's company, and when my dad completed his fun,
Mission.
he obviously did his thing, and blood was in it, and it wasn't from my mum, it was from my dad. So my dad went to the doctors and he did the full range of STD and STI checks. The doctors didn't know what the hell was going on. Then they started asking him more questions. And he started saying, "Oh, have you been exposed to anything like to do with like X-rays or anything like that?" And my dad was like, no X-rays, nothing like that. And it's like, "Oh, have you been near like a large microwave, like industrial microwaves or anything like that?"
Thinking that he's hemorrhaging some way.
And my dad said, "Well, no, but I was recently on a microwave emitter mast, but it'd been switched off." Here's the thing: those masts, right? So the masts that are on ships, they emit a powerful amount of microwaves to be able to communicate with the satellite network round, so that you can basically coordinate the movement of them. You're meant to leave them when you're trying to replace parts for about 8 hours. But when you're in the armed forces, you don't really have 8 hours to just wait around for stuff to do. So he climbed up it and then repaired it, changed the parts and came back down. And basically what happened was his bollocks got microwaved and all the blood vessels inside of it were fucked.
Was this before or after you were born?
Before. It was well before, but apparently it repairs. Apparently, yeah. It just fucked the blood vessels up and then they repaired.
Hell.
It is a miracle I'm alive and there's nothing wrong with me. Then to my actual funny story of this morning. To my actual funny story. So I woke up this morning. I was downstairs. I went to and I made myself some nice bacon and eggs for breakfast.
Bet you did.
And I have little pet rabbits. So me and my girlfriend, we have pet rabbits. 3 of them.
There was 2 left.
So we've got no. If that happens, I'd lose my shit. I've got Pip, Pumpkin, and then we're looking after a 3rd one for our friend called Domino. They're all very nice. Domino's got his own little cage. He's got his own little bachelor pad.
Because the other 2 would fuck him up otherwise.
Well, because my rabbits are littler than Domino, or smaller as it should be known as. But Pip, the boy rabbit, does not get on with Domino, and he's very territorial. And they fight sometimes. And they have fought before. That's
just male.
And you know the cartoon thing where they get into where they get into a dust cloud and you see the fists coming in and out. Yeah. It literally is like that when they fight. Now this morning. There's some new neighbours who've moved in, and they've got 2 cats, and the cats were in my garden, and they were right up sniffing where the things were. Now, what I did was, I was like, you ain't in my garden, but I wanted to basically make sure they never come back. So I creeped up to the back door, but I was squatted below the window so they couldn't see me.
Yeah.
I turned the key silently, which we all learn. We have all learned how to do that from when you have to come in drunk. Yep. So you don't wake your parents up.
Yeah.
I'm looking at you. Yeah, you. I then silently opened the door. Cat still hadn't realised because it's too interested in the rabbits, especially Domino. For some reason, they like Domino. I think it's because he's bigger. He's basically the size of a cat, but he's a rabbit.
Yeah.
And then I leapt out of the door at the cat. The cat kind of did the...
Yeah, that's what it did.
And... didn't know whether to run because it was like, oh, it's a human. Humans are nice. I got quite close to it and grabbed its tail. I didn't anticipate to grab it though. I thought it'd move. Grabbed its tail. It lost its shit, and it just went and then it went zigzag along my garden. I still was chasing it. I was trying to fuck it up. If I'm honest, I was trying to hurt this cat. It sounds cruel, but I didn't want. But I wasn't going to be like, oh, I'm going to try and kill it. I just wanted to get it so it never comes back in the garden, so it's eternally afraid of me.
Yeah.
So then it never comes back in my territory. I own that fucking garden. It's my garden, not a fucking cat's garden.
Being territorial as cats.
I'm territorial as fuck against cats. But then the little cheeky fucker, right? It went zigzagged, climbed up the fence. Then it looked back at me with kind of like a judgmental kind of like...
How dare you? How dare you do this?
And I went, no way, motherfucker. Because I was always halfway up the garden. So I kept going for it. And it was like, come on then. On the fence. Like, you know when somebody's backing away, like, come on then, mate. Come on.
Yeah.
It was still going like, yeah, you can't do anything whilst I'm up. Oh, shit, he's taller than I thought. And then I tried to grab it. I jumped up to the top of the fence, or I jumped along the fence and tried to get at it. And then it ran along the little fence and managed to escape.
I had a similar story when I was absolutely wasted drunk and I went home.
Just get a little bit of lemon spray and just spray it over the garden.
No, I chase cats. I'm like a dog. I'm like a dog.
I've got a cat, right? I've got a cat, and it was with my parents. And back when I was living with my parents, I remember I went home after being pretty drunk in town, and I see my cat like hiding away. My cat is like ballsy as anything. She beats anything up that comes near. But there was this massive male cat there, and I remember just like didn't even think twice. Started running towards the cat. I screamed like this Slavic death cry, like "Argh!" Tried to kick it. The cat saw me. It was like, holy shit, this guy's nuts. Tried to, you know what cats do? It was like on this, like there was like this metal sheet on the floor. I can't remember for what. My dad was doing some work on the back garage. Cats. And it started running. But the thing is, because it had no traction, it was just running like that.
Why do you guys hate cats?
Because cats are evil little fucks that try.
It was attacking my cat. I'm territorial of my fucking cat.
How did you know it was a male cat?
Pardon?
Because it's big.
Because they're way bigger than female cats.
Yeah, okay.
Also, I'm not letting cats fuck my rabbits up. I love rabbits.
That cat was frightening my cat. I was like, no one does that to my cat but me. And
but me, and you go up to your cat screaming in its face. I'm the boss.
Never have I seen that cat again, because I swear a bit of poo came out.
My old cat used to get in fights all the time and lose.
I love cats.
Oh.
So we always had to clean it up because it was all blood all over it.
Shit.
Yeah, it was a bit of a mean cat on the other side. Aww. But it was like really nice when it came up to us, the other cat, but it just used to beat my old cat up. Aww. But then one day, my cat, they were like in the garden, they were like, at each other. And I think my cat Toby, he was called.
Toby.
Finally had the balls to do something, and I just, when I walked out into the garden, the cat just went proper bitch slap across the face, and you heard and then the cat pissed off, and then after that day they were the best of friends.
Oh,
They always saw them playing with each other. Yeah.
So what that teaches you, ladies and gentlemen, is
Don't chase cats.
no is assert your physical dominance on cats, and then you'll be your friends. There you go. Cool. Right.
I actually
let's show
I
you.
trained my cat. I used when she was a kitten. My hand was like her arch nemesis, and I kept like going like that. She kept attacking it, and then now she's fierce and she's scary.
Little kitty. Duh.
You bloody cat.
So, shall we move on to? Have we got connection to the Wi-Fi now? Fucking Mary. All right. Can you look at it on your phone, Josh? Can you look at the Facebook poll and give us the
Polls.
results? And then could you look at the Twitter one afterwards? And then we'll have to add it up, and then we'll work out the percentages.
And then I can have a massive gloaty face.
It's not good for the people who don't like bounties. Let's put it this way.
Unless you've had a final surgence of bounty haters.
I'm disappointed, if I'm honest. I'm very disappointed. Very disappointed.
You can't argue with the crowds.
Well, you can. It's just you lose.
It's true. You can't argue that bounties aren't the worst. It's Snickers.
Oh! This has happened on Twitter, right? The guy who is the managing director for the Snickers brand of the entire world. I sent him a post saying, "What's your opinion?" And he went, "Well, you can't find bounties in America." Didn't know that. People in America, I'm sorry.
He actually replied.
Yeah, he did reply. So if you go, I'll do a shout out for him. Sorry, I'll go on to Twitter and I'll do a shout out for this guy because he's a legend. Fucking love it. So I'm pretty sure he's like the brand manager of all of Snickers. But basically,
He doesn't like you, boy.
I'll read this out.
Oh shit! He knows how to kill me.
He does.
have access to
Infiltrate
all
some
the
peanuts
nuts.
into my next Mars bar.
Okay, sorry, it's just taking.
I'm
its
pretty
time.
right in saying that Mars bar and Snickers are connected as well, so he could probably get Mars bar.
So
Mars bar rapper.
I'll give him
Sat
a shout
throne
out.
of Snickers, just going. I want to take this guy out.
It would have been his idea about the Mr. T, with the tank. Eat some nuts.
It might be in his idea.
Yeah.
I'm gonna.
That was a good advert.
So the guy's name is Michael Italia.
Good name. Good name. I'm not sucking up at all here.
Currently leading at Snickers at Mars Chocolate. # eat a Snickers.
Shit.
So that's his thing. His Twitter handle, if you'd like to go follow him because he knows what he's talking about, is at Mike Italia. And I basically said, Mike, what's your opinion? Are bounties the worst of the UK? And it's at UK celebrations because America don't have celebrations. So for our American listeners, I do apologise that you've not been able to really feel what we feel about how severely crap bounties are.
We'll be sending you care packages over in the future.
Bitch.
So he said, I've actually never tried Bounty. It's hard to find here in the US, but clearly at Snickers is my favourite. So the person who works at Mars, obviously who's in charge of that brand, loves the brand that he works for. Well done, Michael. We love you. Now, the results from the Twitter poll. We had 15 votes. And of that, 40% said, yes, it is the worst. 60% said, no, they're not the worst. And that hurt me.
Winning on that front.
That fucking hurt me.
And
Facebook?
the results from a Facebook poll, 43% said yes.
As in,
Much
yes, it's
higher
the worst.
voltage as well on
Yeah, there's a
Facebook.
lot more.
And 57% said no.
I fucking hate this.
You know when you get that warm feeling in your balls? That's what I've got right now.
You got micro radiation.
Yeah,
I tried to fix some radio.
you got stuck in an industrial microwave. So yes, ladies and gentlemen, I will say I'm a little bit disappointed in you.
I'm not fucking awesome, guys. Good on you. Finally,
that hurt me.
you shut him up, and he's still not going to shut up.
I'm not going to shut up because I genuinely do believe bounties are the worst.
That's the radiation talking.
I'm kind of okay with it because, like I say, bounties are fucking terrible. But also,
How did you vote, by the way?
I voted. Well, it's weird, isn't it? Because I voted yes, they are the worst. Because obviously, I can't have a Snickers. Either way,
To be honest, you still won.
Pardon?
We did.
Like, Bounty Lovers still won.
Yeah.
We
Bounty,
did. We didn't
Bounty
need you.
lovers have won the day.
You've won the day.
Haha. And Twix is the worst.
We should have done another poll as well
Oh,
and just had all of the celebrations in
yes.
and saying which is the best. And then
Yes.
we would have got a definitive ranking and we would have found out exactly that Maltesers definitively are the best celebration.
Yes.
Still not had them.
Hmm?
I have still not had them.
You still not Adam. We're going to
Oh,
buy
yeah, we've got to buy him a
We've got to
pack,
buy him
don't
some
we?
celebrations.
No,
We'll
no, I'll get someone.
We'll, we'll,
Payday on Tuesday,
we'll get
so
them some here. We'll
I got
get
paid
some in
like
there.
yesterday.
So that is we rounded off the last debate. Now for the newest debate, the hardest hitting one of all time,
God,
the
here
best
we go.
pizzeria house of all time between Domino's and Pizza Hut. Now, I've flipped the coin on Mickey. Depending on the side of the coin, you have to debate. So, how should we pick heads and how should we pick tails? Should we say heads is Pizza Hut?
Heads Pizza Hut, tails Domino's.
Yep. So, whatever side that coin is...
No, the other way. No, that's bad.
Whatever side that is, you have to debate for, and then Sam does the opposite of that. Does that understood?
Yeah.
Because last time, ladies and gents, Josh, put a little video up for us about how confusing the coin flip was. I'm trying to make it as explicit as we can.
Yeah, because obviously
3
we can't
minutes of
figure
a
out how to.
podcast was spent trying to work out how to friggin' flip a coin.
Yes. So,
So let me just get this straight.
you trying to drag it to 3 minutes? Anyway,
Maybe.
right. Heads, Pizza Hut.
Domino's.
You just changed it, you twat. No. Fuck you. Heads, Pizza Hut, tails, Domino's. Ready? It's tails. Oh, no.
Thank fuck for that.
So, Mickey, you have to argue that Domino's is the superior English pizzeria house. Sam, you have to argue
I
that
have
Pizza
literally
Hut is the superior pizza
Never
house
been
in the UK.
happier than I am in this moment right now.
Now, you're allowed to use Josh for your research to try and illustrate your points.
He's,
Well, you'll have to use your phone.
are you just limbering up?
You've got no data. You need to get a better mobile phone package.
I
mate.
have 19 gigabytes of data.
Well, you might have to do research. Well, use your own research. As a devil's advocate, I have no bias towards this argument. I will just basically counter people's argument and try to support sometimes. I think this could be the most
It
heated
says here
one.
Pizza Hut's the best. Argument over.
Shut up. Right,
Pizza
because
is the
it's
best.
because it's Domino's, Mickey.
Oh yeah,
It's
yeah.
Domino's that you're arguing for.
Domino's is really good.
Yeah? Okay, so you...
I just don't like the fact that they've got those little bits on them that make your nails go when you make them.
Okay.
So you've ruined your own debate.
You
now.
can't... You've got to... I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Okay, no,
I know,
fine.
I know.
I'm a big guy. I can do this.
So, because... I think you started... Yes, you started last time, didn't you?
Oh, I've got a funny story about
yes.
the Pizza Hut and Domino's war. By the way, there's a war going on. There's a Pizza Hut mafia. You don't know?
Well, let's have the story, because this sounds interesting. Pizza Hut Mafia, go on.
Yeah.
Go on, then.
So the story goes, especially in London, there's a heated rivalry between the two, and there's stories coming out that like a load of Pizza Hut employees have got all the Domino's peds, thrown them in the
Mopeds,
skip.
sorry. For anyone who doesn't know what peds are, it's mopeds or scooters.
Yeah, yeah. So
Small
they
motorbikes.
just grabbed them and just threw them all in the skip, and they walk.
I like it.
And
That's
then
brilliant.
And then I don't know if there's another one where there was like, what's the word? Like all the cars were parked up, so they just got two cars,
Yes.
parked them up there, and then just left them, so none of them could get out.
Oh, man. I like this. This is cheeky.
So, no, it's pretty, yeah. And there's fist fights and people die
Wow.
as well.
Wow. Do they attack each other with the pizza slicers?
Those are lethal. No,
Or those...
Pizza Hut have those ones that are like this. They're like,
Oh,
they're-
it's just like
those
a
things are
semicircle.
lethal. Like imagine
Oh,
someone
yeah.
coming up behind you and going.
Anyway, so...
They just boil the sauce and just...
Mickey, your beginning statement of why Domino's is the best pizza house in the UK.
Well, I guess there's one thing that you can say is the fact that Domino's is more specialized in the takeaway. Are we arguing the takeaway aspect of the whole thing?
So we can
because Pizza Hut has got the restaurants and like
that could be part of your strength. Sorry, so just to fully let everyone know who's never had a pizza or never had a Domino's, Pizza Hut is famous for having the restaurant kind of side and have branched out into doing takeaway stuff, whilst Domino's have exclusively just done takeaway stuff. However, we're just basing it on the merit of the quality of the pizza, but to illustrate your point, you're allowed to bring in the side of their businesses, okay?
Of course.
Cool.
So yeah, as I say, Domino's is all about the takeaways. So in terms of takeaways, they have a lot more experience in kind of that niche segment as opposed to Pizza Hut, which has the restaurants and the takeaways and everything else. As far as I'm aware, this could be old news, but Pizza Hut is owned by a large company called Yum, which operates all over Asia and America. And Domino's, as far as I'm aware, isn't. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. In terms of the actual pizzas, actually, I'll go to a point with you first.
So your point is, just to clarify for everyone at home, is that Domino's is superior pizza because they specialize in the take-home aspect.
I wouldn't say it's superior, but yeah, it's alright.
So Domino's versus Pizza Hut, you're saying that Domino's is superior because they specialize in the takeaway.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sam, could you articulate your argument, please?
Okay. From just absolutely everything about Pizza Hut is superior to Domino's in every way. They use better ingredients. It tastes better.
Can you elaborate?
How do you mean?
Do you know what ingredients they use?
Hmm?
Do you know what ingredients they use that are better?
Just the ingredients that they use make for an all better pizza.
Is this on the final outcome, or what is it about the ingredients that make them a better pizza?
Because it tastes loads better. When you put a pizza from Pizza Hut in your mouth, it just feels beautiful. It feels tasty. You feel something. You get a lovely twinge of good feelings. Whereas when you put a Domino's pizza in your mouth, you're like, am I eating the pizza box? Or what's going on here? They're just terrible pizzas. And Pizza Hut is mainly, they started out as the restaurants, and then they eventually branched out to takeaways, and I think it was only a few years ago. And they've been doing it a lot less time than what Domino's have, yet they've just far surpassed them at actually, being, a takeaway. They've now got a couple of select little branches out there that are specifically designated to the takeaways, as opposed to, having the restaurants which also do the takeaways. You can actually order direct from a restaurant and go pick it up.
Do you know how many?
Which is interesting. Also, they're both, I will say this, they're both pretty expensive for a pizza, especially on the takeaway side, but Domino's is ridiculously expensive.
Explain. How is it expensive?
Well, when you can go to just like you say your local takeaway and get a pizza for £6-7 quid,
you can go to Domino's and Pizza Hut and get a pizza for £8.
But that's a bit more expensive. But
then £7.50.
But they're not as the £7 or £8 ones. They're fucking tiny compared to the normal
you can get
local
takeaways. You can get any size pizza
when
for $7.99.
When you get in a Domino's or Pizza Hut pizza, you're wanting a large pizza for $7.99.
You can get a medium pizza for a $5.
They're both relatively expensive. It's a well-known fact. It's cheaper to go to a local takeaway.
If you get a deal, it actually works out the same.
Let me make my point.
Yeah,
but you're wrong.
Mickey.
No, I'm not wrong. It's well-known fact. Everyone knows that when you go to a local takeaway, you don't spend as much than if you went straight to Domino's or Pizza Hut. But Domino's is so ridiculously overpriced. You're talking you can spend up to £25 just on a single pizza, which is an insane amount of money. Absolutely insane amount of money.
You can get buy one get one free offers, so you can get like a meat feast for £7.50 each because it's buy one get one free. It's $14.99.
But yes, a buy one get one free offer is great if you're there, you're having, a few friends round or whatever, or there's two of you, at least two of you. What if you're wanting to just get it by yourself? You think, right, fuck it, I'm in the mood for a pizza, or I'm in the mood for a Domino's. You're gonna go. You can't get the offers.
You can
because you have to spend over 15 or 20 quid on card.
You can get a medium pizza.
Unless it's
and
like
this is speaking from experience from Pizza Hut for a £5. You can get any size pizza for $7.99.
When? On a specific day?
No, any day.
No?
Yes.
Google it.
Okay.
Fucking hell, guys.
Challenging.
Are we arguing normal takeaways versus Pizza Hut and Domino's?
No. So, right. Just to clarify, Sam, summarise your points as to why pizza is superior pizza. Just
better tasting, better ingredients.
Yep.
And it says pizza for $8.99.
Slightly less expensive than Domino's. Domino's is ridiculously expensive.
Okay. Right. So you're saying better quality and better and cheaper.
Yep.
Cool. Right.
Better all around.
Now I'll pose a question. Being the devil's advocate, I'll pose a question around about that you can move to. Okay. In terms of the superior pizza, so I'm just talking about the pizza itself, not the box, not the dip, not the sides, just the pizza, the 11 or 15-inch pizza that you can often buy from your local Domino's or Pizza Hut. We're going to start with which one has superior crust or base.
Easy.
And and I'm going to start with, you're not allowed to use the terms of the stuffed crust or any other specialist crust. It's literally just
the standard,
the base, where the pizza begins, where it can be made or broken. Mickey, what do you think first of Domino's? The base and the crust.
Yeah, it's nice. I don't know what to say. It's been like 2 years since I've had a Domino's pizza.
How would you describe it? Is it moist? Is it crispy? Is it like?
It's a bit dry. Oh wait, no. It's really it's like really creamy and it's really.
Are you
watery? It's very texturally.
Are you here?
And
are you here?
It's
you've got to debate this topic, right?
He's imagining pizza.
Well, okay.
Well,
you need to talk about Domino's.
You want
the
to
base.
debate?
Yeah, the base. So talk about the base for
We
fuck's
made
sake.
it 27 episodes, but I think it's time we called it quits, guys.
Fucking hell, mate. Come on.
Right, so...
To be fair, I don't envy his task of having to argue for Domino's.
Oh, 1 second. Okay, there's one thing that I will say in terms of Domino's. I don't know if they've changed this, but when I was there,
yes,
they didn't used to... Their pizzas came in fresh from dough. They weren't frozen.
Okay.
So they were made that morning, and they were put over. As far as I'm aware, Pizza Hut, and they still do it, come in frozen, and then they get...
Right, okay.
So Domino's are made...
Fresh.
So
the base, the crust, and everything like that.
But the rumour
fresh.
has it that they've changed that now. I don't know if they have. So I can't really argue for something that I don't know it's the case anymore.
But from your experience...
In terms of the crust, the dips, Domino's are fucking way better.
We're not doing the dips yet. We're going to do the dips in a bit,
The dips are...
We're going to do the dips in a bit. Don't move on to the dips. I want you to talk about the base and the crust.
The debate was simply pizza.
So the debate...
No, the debate was actually the stalls
So
themselves.
I'm doing the pizza. We're doing the pizza
There's
bit
nothing
now,
you can
as I
say
specified.
really. Like the crust, who the fuck eats the crust? I eat the crust because I'm a weirdo. And the crust
I
is
eat the
nice.
crust.
Everyone eats crust.
Yeah, I like the crust. Yeah, crust to make
Actually,
it breaker.
I don't get it when people don't eat the crust.
Yeah.
You know the most annoying thing in the world is going in the morning to throw away some stuff in the recycling and there's crust in
You
there.
hear it rattle. Whoa.
Oh.
You hear that rattle and then you look at it. All right, here's a monster. Here's a real monster. The person who leaves cheese and tomato still on the crust. There's the monster. If you're that person sitting at home now, go sort your life out. Do not leave cheese and tomato on that fecking crust. I'm sorry, that's a personal thing.
No, really.
As a devil's advocate, that's the bit that winds me up. You're that monster. Now, admittedly,
Yeah.
Sam, when we had pizza when we watched the Chris Eubank
I was just
Jr.
about to say,
you did leave your crust.
Only time I ever leave crust is if I am that full, I just physically can't
You
eat
know
it.
what crust no one has ever left in the history of crust leaving?
It's a stuffed crust, surely.
No, it's something that you haven't mentioned yet, and I'm shocked. The cheesy bites.
The cheesy bites, it's a fucking
We'll go on to specialist. We'll go on to
incredible.
the specialist crust because I believe that's a
Okay.
strong argument for you. But
Is
right,
there? What have we got?
for Domino's,
Yeah.
I
Nope.
believe that there's a specialist. They do stuffed crusts,
Yeah,
don't
they
they?
do, yeah.
So I'm saying it's going to be a good argument for you. So it's a good plus point for you.
Okay.
So we'll move on to that in a bit. Sam, what do you think of Pizza Hut's bases and crusts before specialist crusts?
Okay, well, here's the thing with Pizza Hut. There is actually two. Because they've got the Italian and the deep pan.
Could you explain them? For people
So
at home?
obviously deep pan, it's a bit of a thicker base, thicker crust. The Italian is thinner.
And what's
That's
your
the
favourite?
be all and end all. I'm a deep pan kind of guy.
Yeah, you
if
are.
I'm having if I'm having pizza, I want more pizza,
Yes.
and you get more pizza with the deep pan.
Yeah.
But that's not to say the Italian isn't nice. The Italian is also beautiful. The Italian, when you get the Italian pizza, there's a little bit more of a crunch to it when you go into it. Especially when you get to the actual the crust bits.
Mm-hmm.
Usually in the middle, there's not so much crunch, but there is still that little bit there. And I am a man who does like a bit of crunch in my food. I'm a bit weird with texture. Now, I don't know if Domino's... I think the standard Domino's base is just the standard Domino's base, isn't it? There isn't
I
deep
don't
pan.
think they
there
do
isn't
a deep pan.
Italian.
I've got an insider secret for you guys.
Oh, go on then.
Go on.
So you know the deep pan.
Yeah.
They use a lot more. They use a large dough set for the deep pan, but for an Italian, they use a medium dough set and they stretch it out over longer, so you actually get more pizza for your buck with a deep pan.
With a deep pan.
Mm.
Yeah, no. That's
That's what you're saying, mate.
Sorry?
Thank you for reiterating my point there.
No, it's the same with Domino's. It's the same with Pizza Hut. It's just tit for tat. They're pretty similar.
Okay.
I would say off of.
But
Do you want to round that point
then,
up?
Then you go to the deep pan pizza,
Yep.
and it's just beautiful. Now, you do get that little bit of crunch on the crust. You don't get the crunch on the actual
the centre
part-
base.
the centre part of the pizza. But when you do get to that end bit of the pizza, the crust, when you
Right.
finish to that gorgeous bit of pizza heaven, you get the crust around the crunch around the outside, and then you get the nice warm doughy bit in the actual crust as well. And it's just that accumulation of beautiful textures that really makes the Pizza Hut base the superior base.
If I'm honest,
nearly went
mate,
superior race then. Superior base.
if I'm honest, mate, that was a very well articulated point. I will say, being from the devil's advocate position, I've got to give that to Sam on that one. That was a strong
But what were you guys
argument.
thinking when you
I've
made
got to
those?
say, guys.
Wait.
burger
Let Mickey
That's
do
the
his
specialist ones.
Let Mickey do his thing. What were you going to say? You were going to talk about specialist
He
shit,
was-
weren't
yeah,
you?
he was asking about the
sorry.
specialist ones.
Josh, what were you going to say? Sorry.
Gotta say, guys, anyone want to go for a pizza?
Why do we order a pizza in? We should have just
That's a
ordered
good
pizzas
point.
in.
What we could have done is we could have had a pizza and a Pizza Hut and a Domino's.
Yes, we could have.
Taste test.
Taste test.
It would have just been like, right, which one goes first?
Right, if we did a blind taste test,
Ah.
then we can see.
Yes, I like his idea. We'll do this. We'll do it in the future when we want to do other debates.
That's a good one, yeah.
Now, Mickey, I'm going to go to what I think could be your strongest argument here. The specialist crusts. So your stuffed crust, all that stuff. Domino's.
There's stuffed crust. But the thing about the stuffed crust is they actually put garlic in the cheese.
Ooh.
And there's little garlic bites in the actual cheese. And that is
That's
anything
a
with,
game changer when you think
anything
about
with
it.
garlic in it just wins hands down. It is
I don't know. I don't like garlic in my ass.
it's good for you.
I do.
It's good for you.
I-
Sorry, hang on. Is this a Macedonian like old wives' tale? Stick a garlic in your ass and it's going to cure you of your cold or something.
Gonna scare away the vampires.
Stick garlic in your ass and you won't get raped by a vampire. It's a big problem.
It's a problem
What
nowadays.
happened to some fucking vampires raped me again last night? Stick some garlic in your ass.
The Slavs, they come over to these Western countries and they see these vampires on the screen sucking blood, and they're like, "That's not what happens.
Well, the reason they got
I'm a
raped,
smash.
the reason
That's
they
not
got
the way they put their steak."
the reason they got raped in the first place is because they had midnight mints in their ass.
Hey, shout out to the last
Hey.
podcast. Midnight Mint. I think the Midnight Mint video's going live tonight, isn't it? The little highlight. So if you want to,
It is, yeah.
watch it. Well, it will have been live, but go on our YouTube channel and watch the highlight of that. Mickey, specialist crust. You've also got now the hot dog crust
You
for
can't go wrong.
Domino's. So
You
the little
can't go
mini
wrong.
hot dogs inside of it. You've also got the cheesy bites.
That's not up with us.
Is it not with Domino's?
No, that's
Sorry.
just with-
Is that? Oh shit! Oh my god. So you've got the normal cheesy stuffed crust. You've got the garlicky cheesy stuffed crust, and you've also got the hot dog one, haven't you? Which then I think has alternate flavors of barbecue and something else which I've forgotten. But I would say the variety on the Domino's attached to its normal base does drag the base quite high up.
Who doesn't want a hot dog in their crust? Like seriously, who else?
That's a bit of a personal question. So, I think you've got 4 solid. Oh Jesus Christ! That was a loud click.
I'm waiting. I'm ready.
So that I'd say that's a
I'm ready to
strong
rebuttal.
4 specialist crusts that Domino's do. Sam, Pizza Hut, talk to us about those crusts.
Okay, so as you mentioned, which is by far my favourite, the cheesy bites.
Cheesy bites are strong.
It's like a second meal with your pizza, but it's part of the pizza, and that is also, it's cheese within obviously the bites, and it's smeared in garlic butter on top. And it is,
So it's a garlic butter glaze on the crust.
It's a garlic butter glaze on the cheesy bites. Right now,
Ooh, I don't
so-
know about that, mate.
It's true.
Oh, no. As in, is that superior than what Mickey was saying, where it's inside with cheese?
Wait,
There's no glaze in
I
it.
think it is. I prefer a garlic glaze. Yeah, there is. There's a garlic glaze.
I made one yesterday, and I've made about 100 of them so far.
So what do they put on it? Because there is garlic. It's garlic powder or garlic glaze.
Oh no, yeah, no, that is actually the garlic powder thing. Yeah,
All right. Okay.
sorry, that's wrong. We first
Do they glaze it with butter?
We-
Because
we
I
f-
know
we
it's there's
first-
a nice glaze on.
yeah that
Yeah.
we first spray it with like a kind of like a buttery slash
This is the detail I was looking for, ladies and gents.
Everyone knows where Mickey works now.
oily thing,
Yeah.
and then we put the garlic on top because we stopped putting garlic on the actual cheese.
There we go.
The problem is, do you want people to suffer making your cheesy bites?
No.
Do you know
I
a little-
don't care.
there's a
I'm
little-
getting cheesy bites.
There's a little
I don't care.
legislation. There's a little legislation within Pizza Hut. You can't do more than 10 cheesy bite pizzas at the same time without taking a half an hour break, as far as I'm aware.
Really?
You're not allowed.
Why?
Because you screw up your forearms. Because you know how you make them?
It's worth it in the name of pizza.
You know how you make them? You basically get stuffed crust.
Yeah, and then you
And you put it in, and then you tightly knead it up, and you've got this fucking contraption, right? It's this circular, a square thing, and you put it, and then you have to press it harder than you're trying to knead concrete into it, really hard, and then go all the way around it, and then you have to individually turn every single one of them.
Wow.
And the thing is, after about 4 or 5, your forearms feel like they're on fire, and your wrists get a right pounding, and you feel like. So after 10, you have to stop.
Right.
And if that's
This is
not,
why
if
Pizza
it,
Hut made it so you could only buy it on 2 days of the week. They've only just
Oh,
gone
is
back.
that why?
They've only just gone back
Is
to
it
doing
now
it every
back?
day.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Got
cheesy
that.
bites is the
So-
crust of choice for Sam
That is
from
the
Pizza
crust of
Hut.
choice for me.
But
right?
are there any others?
Yes. Yes, there
Oh,
are.
are they?
Right. Okay. But let me just go back to Mickey's point about the actual creation of the cheesy bite pizza. Isn't that dedication to the art of making pizza right there?
But Domino's
That
probably
is
does something
made with-
similar to make
that was
theirs.
made with love
Nah.
and dedication. So there's also just your standard stuffed crust, which I think is in pretty much every pizzeria ever, which is quite nice. That's what I used to have before I discovered the cheesy bites. They have also at some point, because what Pizza Hut do is they don't just have their set crusts all the time. They do it on different occasions, so like promotions, don't they? So they have done a hot dog pizza. I know they have.
Oh.
With hot dog in the crust.
Didn't
and
know that.
I think it had some sort of tomato-y based sauce in there as well. Step up on the Domino's. And they have another one, which I've done as well. They have done a stuffed crust, with the garlic powder all around it, which was also absolutely phenomenal. And they did the cheeseburger crust.
Oh, game changer! Cheeseburger
Only
crust.
in
Little tiny-
Asia and in
Only-
the
hang
Middle
on,
East.
No, they did it over here. Yeah, they did. I remember it was a few years back. They did do it over here.
Do you think
because
they tried
I
it here
didn't
and it
have
didn't go
one,
well?
but my
It didn't go
mate
well.
did, and I was there when he had it.
Did you eat it though?
I had a little bit of it. Yeah.
Was it nice?
No.
I am not a huge burger person, so I wasn't. It was nice. There was just little bits of burger at the end of every, so like a little medallion of beef burger, on every slice, and it was quite nice. Yeah,
Interesting.
One thing I will add, and I will ask,
I think
is
there was cheese on there as well.
when someone's delivered your Domino's as opposed to delivered your pizza, who are the better drivers in terms of being nice at the door?
That's part of the experience, I'd say.
Pizza Hut.
Yeah, no, you're right.
Yeah, Domino's guys are a bit rude.
Yeah,
if I'm honest.
we have
Because they're so getting pushed to kind of like
Yeah.
do
they,
everything.
they
They're
have to go. They have
stressed
to do a
out.
lot of speed.
Usually
stuff.
when I order Pizza Hut, it's when I'm at my cousin's house and we're watching the football, and we have a regular delivery driver who comes, and he's absolutely brilliant. He always talks to us because I'm quite a bit of a nerd. My cousin's quite a bit of a nerd, and at his house he's got a load of like statues, like quarter scale, premium format statues of like Darth Vader, Boba Fett, all of that sort of stuff. And we just have a nice little back and forth, about the statues, about the football. They're really, really talkative, the Pizza Hut guys.
He's probably waiting for you to invite him in one day.
Probably.
And you've
Like-
never done that, and he's just trying every time, and then one day he's just going to
You
kill
know the
himself.
Chris Eubank junior fight the other day?
Yeah.
Well, I went and did some deliveries, and they're like, "Come in, have a shot."
Oh yeah.
Oh,
What
yeah.
have you seen?
Went in and they're like, "Have a seat, it's great." And I'm like, "I've got to work." Like, "Go on, have a shot." I was like, "No."
You should have gone in for half hour and then just gone back and said traffic on the way back was a fucking nightmare.
Why do you smell like tequila, Mickey? I don't fucking know. I love you.
Traffic on the way back was a fucking nightmare.
Right.
That didn't answer the question.
So
My English.
my English, no good. I'm gonna go with, and this is personal preference here. So the devil's advocate being a little bit decisive here. I think Domino's has a superior crust, as in specialist crust, not as in the core base, but I genuinely do believe that. That's it. So I think it's 1-1 so far. Now we're gonna move.
What?
Now we're gonna move on. You calm the fuck down. This is how the debates go. Now we're going to move to dip.
Easy.
Now we're going to move to the dip. Now, Mickey,
I've got the dips.
give us the lowdown on those Domino dips.
Well, there's nothing really you can choose besides garlic and herb. But the garlic and herb is absolutely beautiful. It's got little garlic bits in it. It's like
Now, the unique thing about Domino's, I think, I'm not sure about Pizza Hut now, so now I'm going to say this. I feel like I'm going to get fucked over with it. Domino's give you that dip, the garlic and herb dip. It's just there, ready to go. It's in the box, in the little hole cut out, ready to go.
Yeah.
It's with the it comes with the pizza. For Domino's, the entire pizza experience is complete only with the garlic and herb.
Yeah.
I think that's an interesting thing. They don't have to do that. They don't have to give you that for free. It's built into the price of the pizza. Admittedly, I will
The
say
extortionate price
I
of the
will
pizza.
say, Sam, they do charge a good amount of money for it. If you don't have any special offers on there, like buy one get one free or a special deal on it, it can be a bit pricey.
17 quid a pizza.
However, what I will say is, at least they throw that fucker in. At least they,
It's clever marketing.
that garlic and herb dip.
Can I rebuttal there?
Not yet, but you will have the opportunity to.
Okay.
But Domino's do have other dips that you can have with it. So you can have like barbecue, you can have tomato. But that dip that comes with it straight away, powerful move by Domino's. Sam, Pizza Hut, rebuttal.
Okay, what I'm going to say there about
Dippage.
first of all, I'm going to go to the Domino's part of what you were just saying there.
Oh, go on.
You say it's built in, it's the part of the pizza experience, it's built into the price. Yeah, exactly it is. So you actually are paying for the dip because it's so extortionately priced. But the Pizza Hut dips are Heinz.
The deals is the same.
The Heinz,
No, they're
aren't
not.
they? Are they not Heinz
No,
anymore?
they've just changed.
Oh, they just changed. Right,
Yeah.
okay.
And
They were Heinz.
And they're worse now.
Oh, right. I don't usually get the dips, but
And I have that on good authority.
I have had the...
They used to be Heinz. Domino's is still Heinz.
Right. I thought,
Is it Heinz?
I thought it was...
Mother
Domino's
truckers.
was their own.
Heinz.
Can we check that? I'm going to do a quick
check
check here. We'll do a quick check, but keep going, Sam.
I'm going to go out and I'm going to do a risky argument here, but I genuinely do believe this. You don't need a dip for Pizza Hut pizzas because the pizzas are that good.
Go home.
Get out.
Go home
Get
now.
out.
No one believes you.
That's
no one
shit.
in this right
I don't like
mind.
that argument. Do not like that argument. You need some moistness in there. What? Hang on, Josh, can you come on the mic, please?
I agree with Sam.
Right, can you articulate your opinion, though? Rather than just go and agree. Come on. I want to hear what you mean, because I really am strong against that.
Why do you need to add sauce? The pizza's beautiful enough.
Because the
Didn't
sauce
you
is like.
just say that any person who doesn't eat the crust is a
Why
monster?
do you need to put cherry on top of a cake? Because you put a cherry on top of a damn cake.
Don't like cherries on top.
Yeah,
of
cherries
cake.
are
Yeah, cherries are that
Oh.
good.
great.
Well,
Cherries are okay.
But again, you get the the standard range with Pizza Hut.
Whenever
you've got
I
your
forget
tomato,
a
you've
dip
got
with
your
my
garlic and
pizza,
herb,
I
you've got your
feel like-
sweet chili, you've got your barbecue. I will say, if I do have a dip from Pizza Hut, it's usually not with the pizza, it's usually with a side that I get, but I'm pretty sure we're going to go on to sides later. But the barbecue dip is a beautiful barbecue dip. It's not one of those where it's overpowering, but it's got that nice sweetness to it that not a lot of barbecue sauces have. A lot of them, they really emphasize the barbecue and it just becomes too overpowering, but that nice little bit of sweetness really hits home.
I'll be honest, my opinion's kind of null and void because I just order from like local takeaways where I can get a 15-inch for like a tenner.
That's a good point. And you've got a takeaway quite close to your house, haven't you?
Yes, we do.
Do you get it delivered or do you walk around there?
We walk around there.
Good.
It's
That's-
round the freaking corner.
Yeah, knowing your girlfriend, she would want it probably to be delivered.
Yeah,
And she probably wants spinach on a bloody pizza.
No, it's not spinach, mate. It's
Sprouts.
Brussels sprouts.
Brussels sprouts, that's it,
who
yeah.
wants pineapple on a pizza though?
Ooh, that's a separate debate.
Oh,
bro.
yeah, that
That's
is a separate debate.
That is a separate debate.
Just a quick show of hand. Does anyone want pineapple on a pizza?
I kind of like it. I'll have it with a ham pizza. But it's only on with a ham pizza.
Have you seen that thing on
Not
Facebook
against
where
it,
they do a prank on Italians where they give them pineapple on their pizza and people literally nearly get
They
beaten
lose their
up?
shit. Yeah.
Oh, Dad, this is Italy. What did
So,
I need to see that video.
so I just checked
Yeah.
whether Domino's or Pizza Hut use Heinz anymore for their dipping sauces. Neither company do. They're made by a third-party manufacturer, which then
is
has
it
the
the
branding
same
of Domino's.
manufacturer?
I don't know. It didn't specify.
That'd
I think
be
they might.
interesting.
I think they might be different.
Damn!
I think they might be different, if I'm honest, mate. But I can't confirm. So if anyone wants to give us the information, please let us know.
Because that would have been all
So
right
if you're,
for me.
if you're the procurement manager for either Domino's or Pizza Hut global, or even just in the UK, please let us know where you get your stuff from. That'd be useful. Thank you. Going back to there, mate. I know you want to go with. I know you love the pizza ones, and I agree that the sweetness can be nice. However, Domino's, they give you one straight away. You don't have to ask for extra. You don't have to pay for it. It comes with it straight away. It's built in the price. I know it's more expensive. I know you want to rebut that straight away, mate. But it's there. It's waiting. It's a service that's provided for you straight away. I'm going to have to give it to Mickey here.
Get fucked.
Now we're going to move on to the actual. Sides now. So these are the sides that come with the pizza. I'm leaving the actual
I
pizza.
actually can't remember what Domino's come with.
Chicken wings, wedges, and there's something, and cookies. The cookies are built. These are sides, by the way.
These are
you
sides.
You can bring your desserts into the sides if you want to.
I win.
You can, but we'll go into it. We'll
I
go into
win.
it now. Mickey, the sides.
We all know
the
where
sides
this is
of
going.
the. You have. So you have. Oh no, you have You have chicken strips as well. So you have chicken strips. You have the wings, which are like a little bit spicy, a little bit nice.
Mm-hmm.
You've also got your wedges,
Mm-hmm.
and then you've got your cookies, which are, I think, the crown jewel of the Domino's sides, in my opinion. So, Mickey, can you give us a little bit of an explanation around about the sides and why they are good, or the best in this case?
Let's say just they complement your meal with the pizza. And I don't know what to say. There's just chicken strips and potato wedges. I don't know how to argue this point because I know what my competition has. Well, what can I say?
Right. So you're not even going to try and push this.
I've never had them. So
You've never had the sides at Domino's?
I've never had
Fucking
sides
hell,
like in
mate.
general ever.
I feel like I've got to help you out with this one.
I've never I'd be talking from absolute
I feel
ignorance.
like I have to here.
Never had it.
So, Domino sides. Me and you, Sam, I'm going to have to do this as the devil's advocate. I've got to do it. Right? Chicken strips. They're all right. If Pizza Hut got better chicken strips, I've not had them, so I'm gonna have to give you the chicken strips because I think the Domino's ones are not that good. The wings, though, I do quite like the wings. Wings are good. Admittedly, wings.
I have actually had the Domino's wings.
The wings are never like the main thing when you want like chicken anyway. But when you're just comparing wings versus wings, I do quite like the Domino's ones. I think they're quite good. Good taste. The wedges are wedges. Like they're never
Wedges
really
are wedges, but
like you. The thing about a wedge box is, and it doesn't matter which company it's with. You have the good ones, which are the small crispy ones, and then you have the big chunky ones that are too potatoey. You get
what
what I
they
mean?
need is the crisp cuts. Have you ever had crisp cuts before?
Crisp cuts. I
yeah,
never.
yeah. McDonald's doing, don't they?
And so do Morrison's. They're delicious.
Are
They're way
these the
better than with-
crisscross
Yeah, the
potato
crisscross
kind of
Those are
chips.
so
potato
nice.
fry type things? Well, you should recommend it to Domino's.
I will.
Now, but I'm going to go straight the crown jewel of the
And
of
you're
the
going to get
sides.
taken down.
I'm going to go to straight the crown jewel. Those fucking cookies.
Shit.
Two flavors. There's chocolate. There's just double chocolate,
Shit.
which is
Yes, they
which is the dark one with the white chocolate in it, and then you have the normal cookie which has chocolate chip in it. When they turn up, they're still warm. They're still ready. They're still cooking for you. They're
Smell
still
really
moist.
nice.
You tear them apart. They smell fucking great. And the taste of molten chocolate with almost completely baked through, but like it's still soft cookie dough is manna from heaven.
It's the best part of ordering from Domino's.
That
for
is
me.
to be
Let's be
brutally honest, it
I've just won
possibly
the
is
argument. Thank you.
Sam, what is your go? Can you start with your? Don't go straight
I'm not
to the crown.
I'm not going to go
Work
for the
your
crown
way
jewels.
up,
I'm
work
going to
your way
work my
up.
way up. Right. Okay.
Go
so
for the Pizza Hut
we already
sides.
established. I'm going to go into the wings and the wedges. The wings, I've had both Domino's wings and Pizza Hut wings, and like you said, wings are wings. They're pretty much exactly the same. Wings, wherever you go, are wings. Doesn't matter if it's Pizza Hut, Domino's.
Except
Papa
if you're going to
John's do
KFC
so.
and they don't have any.
Hey, KFC,
Topical.
get some fucking chicken then.
That's actually a funny news story I can say later.
Oh really?
Yeah, I'll bring that back up.
Well, you saw what I
Someone-
shared on Facebook. That
someone-
woman was like, I had to go to Burger King.
No, it's actually something different.
You're
But
so annoyed.
someone remind me.
Josh, remind him.
Wedges, I agree. You get the small crispy ones, which are great. I think the problem with wedges from a takeaway is that when they're in the box, they just heat, so they always end up being really soggy.
Yes.
And again,
condensation
that's
is a
not,
problem.
That's not a problem explicit to Domino's or Pizza Hut. That's a problem with
So we'd
a
say
lot
with
of potato-based
The
things.
same when it comes
They
to the
need to
chicken
put holes
wings.
in the boxes so that they
Yeah.
actually don't
So they-
steam
they
up
vent-
inside
So
them.
we're basically the same for wedges and
Wedges and chicken wings, the same,
Yeah? All right,
yeah.
now you're going strippers, aren't you?
I'm going strippers.
You're going strippers.
I'm going strippers.
Mint.
Right.
What?
Pizza
The
Hut.
Midnight Mint.
At the Midnight Mint.
Hey.
Chicken strippers at the Midnight Mint.
Serious. Pizza Hut have two. They have
damn.
your normal chicken strips, and they have your hot and spicy chicken strips.
Hot and spicy.
And let me tell you, they are both amazing, absolutely beautiful. The chicken, it falls apart in your mouth. The spiciness of the hot and spicy ones, which are the ones I usually get, just pure deliciousness. They're absolute, and they leave you with that nice little bit of burning that is satisfied. You know, it gives you that it's not overpowering spice, but the
It's a
best
little
thing
kick.
it's a little kick. You get your little kick of chicken, hot and spicy chicken strip, and then you go to your pizza, and the cheese it all
So what you're
goes
saying
into
is
one. They
the
complement
sides
complement each other so well.
complement each other. Okay.
They also have the cheese triangles.
Oh no! I forgot about the cheese triangle. Oh wait, no, I forgot about the Domino's garlic bread. How could I forget that? Can I just quickly go to that?
Domino's garlic bread? It's round. It's shit. Right.
It's not rounded. It's not shit. It's brilliant. I
Wait a
fucking
minute.
love that garlic
That's
bread.
the point. Pizza Hut have these like little bread.
Yeah, they have the little bread. They also-
Domino's
they-
have like a.
It's like a little
garlic
mini
pizza.
pizza.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
that's
a
why
mini
that's
pizza.
why normal takeaways have really nice garlic bread. That's the thing that really sets apart the normal takeaways because the
Yeah.
garlic bread's really
Yeah,
nice
it's delicious
instead of
with
like
normal
garlic bread
takeaways.
that you get in a shop.
Yeah. garlic bread is just garlic bread. Garlic
Wait,
bread. Garlic.
Back down.
No. Garlic bread is garlic bread because it is fucking amazing. That's why.
Okay.
Let me finish my sentence. Garlic bread.
You were on a perilous
Garlic
thing there.
bread bar pizza is my favourite food of all time. Garlic bread is fucking stunning.
So would you prefer Domino's garlic bread or Pizza Hut garlic bread?
Pizza Hut garlic bread.
Really?
I don't
Do you know
know.
why?
Are you just saying that
Do you know
because
why?
you're arguing the point?
Do you know
I
why?
don't
Do you know
know.
why? Because not only do they do the little garlic bread thing, but they also do a garlic pizza bread. I've had it.
Who does this?
Pizza Hut.
Do they really?
Yep, I have
Are
had
you,
it.
are you certain about this?
I'm 100% certain. I've had a garlic pizza bread from Pizza Hut before.
Garlic.
Whether they don't do
garlic
it anymore, I
pizza
don't
bread.
know. Yes,
Garlic
I
pizza
don't know if
bread.
they still do it, but they definitely have done it in the past. I have had it, and
Do
also
they do it now?
I don't.
Are we
I'm-
arguing about the
I'm-
present or
I'm
the
not-
past?
I'm
We
not
have to do
certain if they
present.
still do it now.
We have to do present,
That's the
Garlic.
thing. I'm not certain. They possibly
I'm
still
pretty
do.
sure I am.
Right. Okay. Well, we'll have to have a look. Go on the menu.
Yeah, yeah.
But also with the garlic, the Pizza Hut garlic bread, they not only do normal garlic bread, they do garlic bread with mozzarella. They also do garlic bread with bacon.
Are you talking about the restaurant side? That's an unfair
Garlic
comparison.
bread?
'cause
No, I'm
Domino's
talking
only
about
have
the
a
takeaway.
It's got to be the full.
No, but how can you argue that? Because Domino's haven't got any restaurants.
No, but I'm talking about
So I was doomed
Pizza
from the
Hut
start.
do garlic bread with bacon bits.
Not on the takeaway
They
side.
do.
Not on the takeaway
They
side.
do.
No,
we'll
they
bring
do the
up the
little
menu.
tiny. They do the little garlic breads you can get in the shop.
Yeah, they do them. And
They don't do the proper
And
round.
they do. They yes. No, that's what I'm
takeaway
saying. They
garlic
do
bread.
it with sprinkles of bacon and cheese.
They don't do it with sprinkles of bacon and cheese.
Let's find out. We're just gonna have a look at the menu and just figure this shit out, okay? Because this is getting more heated
So
than I.
what I'm establishing here is that
anticipated.
there are far more options again, and far more tastier options when you go to Pizza Hut. And then can I bring it home to the crown jewel?
Go on.
The Pizza Hut, and everyone knows the Pizza Hut cookie dough. Everyone knows how good that stuff is. It is beautiful. Pizza Hut. That is the completion.
My English.
You know, don't you?
So you've got.
I love you, dude.
Now here's the thing. Here's
Sorry
the
to do
thing.
this to you.
I need to go because I've got. So you can go onto Pizza Hut's website and you can see what their sides are. I'm going to tell you the sides that you can order. So you can have the garlic bread with mozzarella. Now what I'm going to show you is a picture of it. It looks like. For everyone, no, Josh, you can see that as well.
Garlic baguette.
It looks just like a garlic baguette that's been sliced up with some cheese on it. It looks like a fucking supermarket one. All right? Compared to the Domino's one, where it's actually had some love and care to be formed into a perfect circle and served like a pizza.
I mean, you can also buy those from a supermarket.
I mean, you also can.
Exactly.
You've also got jalapeno poppers.
You can also buy pizza from supermarket.
You've also got normal garlic bread, cheesy fries, chicken wings, barbecue ribs, onion rings, breaded chicken thighs, and cheese and onion bites. Obviously, I've not done your dessert, which is your crown jewel there, but I'm now just going to go over to Domino's and just do a quick check.
All I can say, guys, best thing about Pizza Hut, salad bar. All you can eat salad bar.
For free!
And they also have pizzas there as well.
They've got
to
the
choose from.
breadsticks as well, haven't they?
The salad bar's fucking beautiful.
The
All
salad
you
bar
can
is
eat.
amazing.
Salad bar is pretty good, yeah. And you get they used to charge you for that.
Do you guys want to
but
go
now it's just
to
completely free?
a buffet later on?
I really do, but I can't
No, I
afford it
just
until
want
payday.
pizza.
Just going on to the menu,
Well, thanks for
sorry.
helping me out the other day, by the
That's
way.
alright, dude.
I
Legend.
just want to order a local takeaway pizza. 15-inch for a tenner.
Right, I'm going on to the sides.
Wink, wink.
This is
You
quite
want
hard to
Video
navigate,
Pro?
if I'm honest. You got.
Laden with
Oh my
salmonella.
god! I've just found possibly what could be the amazing one. I'm going to build up to this. You have Italiano garlic bread. You have garlic pizza bread, and you have fresh rocket leaves, potato wedges, chicken mix box, chicken strippers combo, chicken kickers combo, 7 chicken wings, 7 spicy barbecue wings, 7 Frank's red hot wings,
you're dropping that
coleslaw, twisted dough balls with pepperoni, sorry, twisted dough balls with cheese,
What does everyone
then
think
a
of
shit ton
coleslaw,
of
by the way?
dips, and then the crown jewel, sorry, to butt in here,
Pizza Hut don't do it.
the crown jewel of Melton meatballs.
That's a massively anticlimactic.
Melted meatballs.
Melting
Come on,
meatballs.
melted meatballs. You would say no to that.
Melted meatballs.
Melting.
Melting.
No, like melted. They're completely flat.
So a burger.
I'm just saying, when you end on the meatballs, you know it's good. When you end on the meatballs, that's a good side. I think that's a good side rate.
You could actually have meatballs
if
on
the
your
meat
pizza.
that they put on their pizzas is anything to go by, then I'm not looking forward to having melted gristle.
Ooh.
The claws are out.
Oh, I'm rude. The cookie dough, I will say, is
But
fucking great at
The
Pizza
cookie
Hut.
dough at Pizza Hut is far superior
great.
to those pieces of shit that are the cookies at Domino's.
You know, the irritating bit is there at Pizza Hut, they give you the ice cream with it.
Yep, they do.
They do give you ice cream with it at
Little
Pizza
tubs,
Hut.
yeah,
Yeah,
They give
that's
you
the
the-
irritating.
yeah.
And to be brutally
and like
honest,
I say, when you get back, when you get it, and after you've eaten your pizza, it's still warm, it still falls apart like it should. You've got the melted chocolate, you've got the ice cream to just scoop. Oh my god, I want a cookie dough right now.
The best thing to do is to get that and a Ben and Jerry's, and then cold and hot.
now to be honest, I think we've just decided. I think Mickey summed it up to begin with. The sides do go to Pizza Hut. They do. Like Pizza Hut has got a strong side game. Domino's does not have a good side game.
It's mainly pizzas with Domino's.
It's just that's all they kind of
And
really
the
are.
pizzas at Pizza Hut are superior.
That's
Ironically, Pizza
right.
Hut is called Pizza Hut, and they've got sides, and Domino's hasn't.
Shall we move over to
Not the same.
the piece de résistance of the argument? And this is just pizza. So I'm not going to talk. You can kind of bring in the crust in the base as part of it. That's totally fine. But it's literally just the diversity of the pizza range, the quality, taste, smell, literally everything to do with the uniqueness of the individual one's pizzas. Okay? Could change it up a little bit. Sam, you're going to go first with Pizza Hut.
Yes.
Then you're going to get your Domino's bit, okay?
Domino's pizzas.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just the pizza.
Okay.
So, go for your declaration around about the Pizza Hut pizza.
Like I say, there's a lot of range with pizza. I'm just going to try and name more off the top of my head. So, you got your standard margherita, your pepperoni, you got your chicken sizzler, which is like
Chicken Supreme.
chicken supreme. That's it. You got your meat feast, and then they do
You
quite.
got the farmhouse.
Yeah, farmhouse. You
You've
got a
got
lot of
the Texan
specials that they
barbecue.
do. I know they do one with like
Veggie Supreme.
Yep. Thank you.
Hey, it's almost like you know it all anyway.
I've got a hand here.
Yeah.
You've got the Hawaiian.
And then also, if you do, we're arguing the restaurants as well. There's one in there that they serve on the buffet. There's a 4-cheese one that they do. I don't know if they do that on the takeaway menu, but there's a 4-cheese one, which is really nice. You've got your chorizo and jalapeno pizza. Oh my god, it is beautiful. And like I say, just the quality just shines through with Pizza Hut. Like I've never ever had a bad pizza from Pizza Hut. I'm putting it out there. Never. Every pizza I've ever had from Pizza Hut has always been superb. And I just cannot say the same for Domino's. Like I say, when I'm eating a Pizza Hut pizza, just everything is brilliant. When I'm eating a Domino's pizza, it is literally like I'm eating cardboard. It's that bad.
Wow. Okay, what about like the smell,
Well, the smell goes
taste? Come on.
Well,
I really want you to go into as
like I
intricate
say,
detail as possible.
The smell and the taste go without saying. You know what, when you get it. It's just that feeling of excitement when you're about to bite into it because you can smell it. And like, it's one of those things, whenever you walk past a Pizza Hut, the smell wafts out. And you're just like, I want that right now. I need that right now. As far as I'm aware, when you walk past a Domino's takeaway, there's no smell that comes out. It's weird.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
But
Is that your...
like I said, yeah, just the taste, the quality, everything is just so vastly superior. This shouldn't even be an argument.
I'm going to give you a... This isn't a pro or a con for either side. The amount of pizzas that Pizza Hut can do, as listed on their website for their menu, is 17. Domino's is 20. So you
Much more range.
You got not much more. You got slightly more.
Yeah.
You got about 15% more.
Yeah. So Domino's, maybe the selection can help them win this pizza argument. Mickey, would you like to go for it?
Right, so there's a few things right now. Number one, In terms of Domino's, the way that their setup is there's a person that just does the dough. So they do thousands of pizzas. They are absolutely spot on every time. Because they that's all their job. Their job is to make the dough, spread the pizza, next. Spread the pizza, next.
What do you mean when you say spread the pizzas in? They just shape the dough,
Yeah.
or do they do the base on?
Shape it.
Do they do the tomato on it, or do they just
Shape it, tomato, next.
So they do that.
And then the toppings go on along the conveyor belt.
So the next person who does the topping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
it's like a really efficient... I've seen them churn out a pizza every 1 minute 50, 2 minutes. It's ridiculous.
But just from the devil's
It's-
advocate position, obviously you're saying, "Oh, that's fast."
They can
But does
cater
that
to-
compromise the quality?
We've had... No, the thing is, it doesn't compromise the qualities because you've got someone that's dedicated to that role. There's one person doing that. With pizza, as far as I'm aware, based off what I work, it's multiple people get taught everything so that everyone can help out when needed.
So you're a jack of all trades in Pizza Hut.
Yeah, in Domino's, this is what you do, and you do this going forward. We have churned out an order for about 100 pizzas before in less than an hour for the college, for example.
Mm-hmm.
When I used to work Domino's ages ago, and it was like £1,000. And I have a tendency to do this, but I worked in the highest rated Volvo dealership in the country, and I also worked for the third most profitable Domino's outside of London in the country, which they were just
Machines.
a military operation. Like, I saw drivers go out with 10 orders, which is unheard of.
Yeah.
And they'd come back within half an hour, 45 minutes. They run everything very smoothly. Everything is crisp. Everything is just a lot more efficient because they're more specialized on it. The people that do the toppings, it's right every time. It's the same person do the toppings every time, and they're extremely militant on it. In terms of the pizzas, there's a difference between Pizza Hut and Domino's, and the main one is there's these little breadcrumbs you get on Domino's. Have you noticed? And you don't on pizza?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, on the base.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doesn't add anything to it.
Yeah, it doesn't add any flavour. Is it to help during the cooking process?
Just
It helps
I
it
say-
stop sticking, and also
like I say, it's just one of the big things about Domino's. Like when you're eating it, it's like eating cardboard. It's just so dry
So
and
you
horrid,
think
and that
that-
adds to the dryness.
You think
of
that detracts from the overall?
Yep.
Because like a pizza, when you eat it, is meant to be fairly, I'd say, moist.
Yeah.
It's fairly moist of a...
So like I say, it's meant to be moist until you get to the crust, where it's meant to be a mix.
Moist. You're welcome.
Moist.
Now here's a plug for York Video Pro.
But then I will say, I do like the staggering of the pizza, where it goes from moist centre, ladies, to a crispy kind of... So it goes from moist to crispy, basically.
Which is what I've described earlier on in debate. The debate.
The debate.
The debate about Pizza Hut pizzas.
It's a
And
good
I
point.
described it in explicit detail.
But do you think the pan pizza has the same ability
Yep.
as the Italian?
Yep.
Because I definitely would say the Domino's pizza does go from the moist to crisp.
Yeah,
I'd say they've got that down. They're
again, no. I just whenever I eat at Domino's, I don't get moist. I just get dry.
Did you mean to do that, or
Both ways.
was that just accidentally said that, or did you actually mean to crack that joke?
York Video Pro.
Hey! Get your...
However, when I see Yacht Video Pro coming my way,
Yes, exactly.
so moist.
So Mickey,
Yes.
continue on with your Domino's debate and get off your phone.
He's researching.
I'm looking for another job. So yeah, basically, long story short.
So you're saying that the actual construction of the
How
pizza...
many Domino's shops are there in York?
One.
Nope.
Two.
Nope.
How many?
5.
Where?
Where?
There's one down...
One in
Hull-
Acomb, isn't there?
One in Hull Road.
Yep.
One in Acomb. That's you're going towards Acomb Road. There's one down Bishopthorpe Road.
Yep.
Where's the one in Acomb?
Sorry?
Where's the one in Acomb?
There is one in Acomb, mate.
There's
I know
one...
there is.
Where?
You
I
know where
don't
the
know,
police
but I know
station
there
is?
is.
Keep going
Where?
forward and it's on your left. It's right next to Papa John's, and then there's Pizza Hut just further up. They're all in the same cluster.
And they all fight each
right.
other.
I
They
didn't
all-
know there was a Domino's there.
Every Thursday, they all strip their
They get down on Acomb Green.
Have you seen Anchorman?
Oh, it's like the fight scene out.
Trident right into Papa John's. Right.
Well, don't you think that they just gang up on Papa John's? Poor old Papa John's gets the shit kicked out of him every time.
Oh, I can say this.
What?
Oh yeah, I rate Papa John's so much higher than Domino's. Pizza Hut is the pinnacle.
Never had it,
Papa
so we
John's,
can't argue about
Papa
it.
John's. If we're just going for those three,
Okay, my original point. You've derailed me. There is this.
There's five. There is five, I think. There's one up at Clifton Moor as well.
Yeah, there's one on Clifton Moor. There's the whole one. How many Pizza Huts?
takeaways.
Takeaways.
Acomb, Hull Road. Down there.
No.
Yep.
Takeaways.
Takeaways. Because you can take away from the restaurants.
You can.
Okay, so 5 against 3.
And there's only one restaurant in York now.
Nope.
Where's the other one?
Monks Cross.
Is there one in Monks Cross?
Yes, there is.
Yeah, there is, yeah.
Is there?
Yep.
Okay, so there's 2.
That's 5 against 4.
Okay.
And if we're going there, there's technically one at the designer outlet.
Is there?
Yep.
That's
Where the hell is it? Where is it in the
I
designer
said in
outlet?
York.
On the upstairs.
Yeah.
Designer outlets in York.
I'm talking Bishopthorpe Road is it like in York.
I suppose you can't.
Hull Road is in York.
Acomb is Acomb in York? Because Acomb's almost
well,
like
if
a
you're going
in
down,
York.
if you're going down that way, no, Acomb's
Designer
technically
outlet,
outside of
Monks
York.
Cross. That's
Acomb's
not
like
in
a little.
York.
Acomb's like a little town that sticks onto York.
How many
Monks Cross
deliveries?
is York.
How many deliveries do you think that Pizza Hut do?
Don't care. You asked me how many there are.
Now, what I will say is, Josh, there's an article I loaded up to do with not the funny one because we're going to save that for the end. It's the serious one about Pizza Hut and Domino's. Could you just read it out for us, please?
So, for global sales in 2017, Domino's has taken over Pizza Hut.
Go on.
So, Domino's made 12.2 billion.
Billion.
and billion.
Billion?
Worldwide.
Oh, worldwide.
Worldwide,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah. Oh, we'll have to. I think we'll have to go worldwide as we are a worldwide podcast.
Just to put this in perspective, the place that you work at, that's more by about 7 billion than the place you work at.
Interesting.
And Pizza Hut made 12.03 billion.
Oh, so it's not too far away. But is this the first time that Domino's has ever surpassed Pizza Hut?
Looks to be the case because they've put more of a.
But can I just say,
Wait, well, let him finish his article, then you can come in.
They've put more into like digital and their delivery services.
That's a key part. I mean,
so
we
they've
were
put
talking
more
mostly about
into
the
it,
pizza.
So they've invested more, so that's why there's less. Also, isn't Domino's a bit more expensive than Pizza Hut?
Well, yeah, but I mean, if we're just talking about the money they make, hey, that's how they're able to make more money. But they just are able to make more money off of it.
So they probably made around about the same amount
But
of
that means
sales.
they make more profit if their
Yeah, but
pizza's
it's not about
more
profit,
expensive.
It's about quality.
If you were talking about just the pure competition thing, so Pizza Hut's been surpassed now in terms of money making by Domino's. Yeah, cool. So that was just a little aside thing I wanted to bring in for ladies and gentlemen at home. Pizza quality. Okay,
Pizza Hut all the way.
I'm going to go into this in quite a lot of detail. Josh, could you move those headphones? Sorry. Or put them on or something. Sorry, I can hear the reverb.
No one else can.
Well, I could.
Okay,
So,
bitch.
fuck you. Fuck you. I'm gonna get Josh's opinion on the overall quality
Well,
of between Pizza Hut and Domino's. What do you think, Josh?
Pizza Hut all the way.
Do you think Pizza Hut all the way?
Yep.
Can you give it a little bit more detail?
No.
Come on, mate. Give me a little bit more detail, please.
No, the pizza's just better.
Why is it better?
It's just for quality.
Come on.
Just tastes
Just
better
the quality.
to me.
Okay, so it tastes better, yeah?
Yep.
Do you like the service?
Service is fine for both companies.
There's no problem there. What about the
I've got a
sides?
story
except,
about
except
service.
one time it took about 3 hours for my Domino's delivery to arrive.
Do you think that tainted your experience?
Oh, definitely.
Okay. What about the sides?
Sides. I don't really order sides if I'm
You don't
honest.
order the sides. Okay.
Yeah.
And then what would you say about base?
More just a
Base
pizza
and crust.
Man. I always go thin crust.
You always
myself.
go thin crust, and who's got the best thin crust?
Well, Pizza Hut.
Pizza.
Cool. Right. Interesting.
There's a story.
Would you like to tell your story, Mickey?
I don't know if I do want to tell my story.
Did I give you a chance to retract it? Is it about anyone specific?
No, and I won't say what business this entails, but the story goes from a little word on the grapevine is there was a shop, and
There was a
They were
shop,
open
yeah.
for pizza, and then there was these two ladies who came back from a night out, and they wanted a pizza, but they didn't have any money.
Oh no.
And behind the counter,
Oh, so I've got a story
stay classy, York.
from my
Stay classy.
This is from my hometown. Okay, a couple went into the Domino's in Scarborough.
Oh yeah.
And they ordered their pizzas because obviously they wanted, and the taxi rank isn't literally next door, so they ordered their taxi and then ordered the pizza. Smooth move. And in the Domino's bit, as they were ordering, the man, who I'm not going to say names, you can research this on your own time looking at the news articles, he began to enjoy his company with his female compatriot. And they started basically having sex in the Domino's waiting bit in the Scarborough takeaway. And apparently they went to court and they got done for public indecency and everything. And they had to do community service and everything.
I used to work at a hotel, and you guys know which hotel this is.
Yeah.
And right outside the hotel, there's a phone booth.
Oh, yeah.
And it was 3:00 in the afternoon in this phone booth on a bright
in the afternoon.
summer's day. And all you see is someone ramming.
Oh, the loveliness of this.
All of us just huddled together looking, what the actual...
Like a bunch of monkeys.
Yeah, I've got another story for that as well. There's a story on TripAdvisor, and I don't know if it's been taken down or not. But I started at this hotel, and the supervisor took quite a liking to me.
Oh, yes.
And then anyway, I got invited over for muffins. I genuinely thought I was going over there to cook muffins. That's how naive I was.
You're about to smash a muffin.
The next day, we got a review on TripAdvisor, which said the food's lovely. The staff were great. However, I did keep overhearing how the new guy's screwing the supervisor with a bunch of people.
Oh, that's wonderful. Classic Mickey.
So
So,
Simon, can I just ask you a question?
go on.
What's your preference?
It's a devil's advocate. I don't like saying this. Overall experience is... This is the thing, right? I think there's good points and there's bad points for both. Look at his little face. I think there's good points and bad points for both. Okay? Good points for Pizza Hut first. Quality pizza, quality sides. Shit digital journey.
No, not really.
I do not enjoy the digital journey on that.
You've got the deal bot.
Shut up. What I will say is big tick points. You know, they do the special offer like boxes where it's like it's a container full of food basically.
Yep.
I will say big plus points on that. So it's almost like, imagine if they put a Pizza Hut inside of a fucking cinema, you'd have the best cinema experience of all time, wouldn't you? I could honestly say that. Could I say the same for a Domino's?
No.
Not necessarily. I wouldn't be able to, but I will say that being able to order, brilliant. Pizzas, fairly good. What really kneecaps them, for me,
You know what you're
is
going to say?
price. I say I get more bang from a buck, and the bang is better from Pizza Hut. So I honestly say it's cheaper and it's better, in all honesty. But that's just me as my own personal opinion. I will say, but it's not perfect. They need to do a lot of work, and as we've seen with that article,
You could always improve, and we
need
found
to do more
points at
better
which
work.
both can improve.
yes. So,
On the dips,
Pizza Hut, come on with that digital journey. You know you've got to do better, right? You need to help people, make it easier for ordering. Also,
take a leaf out of Just Eat's book.
you may maybe tweak up maybe throw in some dips, throw in some free dips, yeah. And what else could we say that would improve Pizza Hut?
Give me free pizza.
No, yes, give us lifetime subscription and free pizza. Because I think we all can say, of our own personal opinions, we quite like a Pizza Hut.
Well, speaking for someone who's had a Pizza Hut every day now for the past 2 weeks, every day.
I envy you so much.
I don't know how, but I came home after not seeing my parents for a while, and they're like, "You've lost weight. You thinned up."
There you go. Pizza Hut helps you lose weight.
I've had a pizza every single day.
Don't question the science of it. It's probably because you were
Without
just
fail.
having that one meal and then filling up, and then you didn't have to wait for the rest of the day.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, there you go.
There you go.
Well, now Domino's.
And I don't feel
I mean, your
like
heart won't be very
I don't
good
feel
for it, but-
drained. I don't feel like in any way, not the fact that
lethargic.
yeah, no,
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
I know what you mean. But I will say, if I had to go, if I was ordering from a premium service, which these represent the premium of the line. It's
in
not
this
just
market segment.
It's not because I think they are genuinely superior to your local flipping kebab shop that does pizzas. I do genuinely think that. It's just the price point, obviously. If they did a cheap to premium, if they did more
room for a middle
diversity,
ground, though.
they do
If
brilliant.
someone went in between and offered something that was better than the kebabs, but a cheaper price point than both Pizza Hut and Domino's, you'd be able to
You'd
corner
kill
the
them.
market
You'd
there.
kill all of them. But what I will say is, Domino's obviously are doing something right, especially probably with the student demographic, younger demographic.
By the way,
They're doing a brilliant job because obviously they're making more money.
What's going on?
I do have to say that when I was a student, the amount of
Domino's,
vouchers for Domino's we get through the door.
same here.
Yeah.
The Domino's
Just pisses you off,
saturation,
doesn't it?
I mean, Domino's. I mean, the
Pizza
university
Hut.
I went to, Domino's turned up and gave away free pizza. They just gave away free pizza,
Yeah.
slices of pizza,
and that's the reason why
they give
Exactly.
you
No one
vouchers.
wants to buy it, so they have to give it away.
Well, they just got a better way of they've just got a better marketing plan.
The thing is, though, how many people like the getting leaflets through the door nowadays?
yeah,
You see them and you're like,
Fucking no
I
one.
find it Well, you don't
literally-
have that problem anymore, really, do you? Because you moved into a flat.
I used to get them at my old flat.
But have you had any now?
Not yet.
Oh, okay. How do
Well,
they get in?
no, they'll probably there's outside those little boxes.
Yeah.
They'll get 'em in.
No, the boxes are inside, so that's probably why we can.
I don't know how they would get them in then.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck it.
I tell you what, though, right next to where I live,
Yeah.
it's a fucking nightmare because there's two different codes.
Yeah.
Who thought that was a good idea? Right, there's
Two different codes. What do you mean?
There's
sorry?
there's an apartment and there's a perimeter fucking fence around it. In order to get through, you need one code, which I know.
Oh yeah.
So you need one code to get through one, and then you have to go all the way around and then go to the gate and then put in another code to get through into the building.
That's very secure. I like that.
I was talking to this woman in there. She's like, "What happens if if I have if I need help from the ambulance? How the heck are they going to
No,
get in?"
I think they have overrides.
Yeah,
So emergency services have overrides for that sort of stuff.
Yeah,
But I would say, ladies and gentlemen, to round this off in this room, I would go. Let's do hands up. Domino's, hands up for who wants to support Domino's. Just a personal preference. Okay, now hands up for fucking Pizza Hut. And that's Mickey who's meant to be arguing for it. Now,
Hey.
admittedly, Mickey, where do you work?
I work in Afghanistan as a
As a delivery man.
My English no good.
consultant for the armed forces in terms of
I really hope no one from Al Qaeda sees this.
purchase of new battle tanks and
So,
artillery.
Is this your plan?
Oh, become an arms dealer. That was way
That was the first plan.
2010.
That was the first plan.
I've already supplied ISIS with the majority of their goods. So.
Fucking hell, mate.
Do you hear about that plumber, right? Who sold his car?
Go on.
This is a funny story. So he traded in his car and got a new one, and he had his truck. And it said Paul's Plumbing on it, I think.
Paul's Plumbing.
And then the dealership were like, "Oh yeah, we'll take that off for you. No worries." Didn't. Auctioned it off. Ended up in an ISIS training video with a 50 cal machine gun with his phone number on it.
Now there's an advertisement for your company.
that is
He got
advertising.
fucking death threats. How dare
Fucking
you?
hell.
You're supporting ISIS.
I need to get on this shit.
Oh my god. How did they get all the way to fucking like Syria?
It must have been auctioned off somehow. But they were like, "Oh yeah, we'll steam clean the signs off, no worries." And he's just on the TV. His friend's like, "Mate, turn on your fucking TV now." What?
Oh
his
my-
name, his number.
Oh my god. Right, let's round this. So we round it off. We're gonna do another. We're gonna do another Twitter and Facebook poll. It's just gonna be
Pizza Hut or
which
Domino's.
which one's better, Pizza Hut or Domino's. Please vote and comment and give us as much opinion as possible about it in our different social media accounts, and also comment on our YouTube channel as well, because we want to see it on there, because I think you can do polls on YouTube channels, so we'll do it on there as well. Now, funny news article, I think because Wi-Fi's gone.
Oh, thanks.
It is related. It is related though, isn't it, this
is
time?
pizza related.
Go on then, tell us what it is,
Specifically
Josh.
Domino's. So, new Rub Grub vibrator will order you a Domino's pizza as soon as you orgasm.
What's it called? Rub Grub?
Rub Grub.
Brilliant.
So, you can get off and get stuffed.
Oh!
Click of a button.
Oh no! You can often get stuffed.
You can get off and get stuffed.
Get off and get stuffed.
I really hope that's not garlicky.
Oh.
Bit cheesy.
I wonder if the drivers actually know if there's like a sign that it's been ordered that way. They go to,
Definitely
what
know.
have you been up to?
Are they? Hang on. Are they en route whilst the person's using it, and by the time they get there, they've orgasmed? Do they
No.
have to like wait outside? Like,
No,
for
I'm sure
fuck's sake,
as soon as the orgasm's there.
that triggers it. How do
After-
they? How's
after the
the?
orgasm.
How's the vibrator know?
Well, it says with the click of a button.
Is
so-
it for men or women?
for women?
What about if you're a guy? That's so sexist.
You just have to jerk off and then order a pizza.
But what about if you have a butt orgasm? Would it work the same way?
Maybe.
You guess you could stick it.
Have you
in
heard
there.
about there's a new safety
do you wanna
technique in
test it?
cars where they've basically got like a vibrating seat every time you go over the white
rumble
lines?
strips. Oh, yeah. So if you go over the rumble strips, it's
There's
meant to
a
wake you up.
Yeah.
There's a seat vibrator built into modern cars that will wake you up if you start straying.
But what if you are already awake?
No, there's a woman who was taken to court for going over it deliberately, and she was sat on the very edge of the seat whilst with her fanny basically on it, and it was brrr for her, and she was taken to court for it for dangerous driving. There's a little bit of trivia for you.
Oh, humanity.
So this basically has a button that you press. So after you.
Well, I'd hope
climax,
so. Otherwise, it's continuously slammed on.
Just imagine if you accidentally press it while you're doing it, and the driver's just like waiting outside, just like, well, I'm just waiting for you to jerk off.
You would be surprised.
Do you think they'd actually like help get the
Probably.
if it's taken a really long time, do they get the driver to come in and give them a hand?
You would also.
Best walk up the driveway
Be
ever for that
surprised.
driver.
I mean, there's me in the corner of a room with my camera.
Yeah, I mean,
Pro.
it's brilliant for you. All you need to do is partner up with these guys, grub, partner up with them, and you are fucking sorted. You'll get free pizza. The pizza boy, and also the storyline's already
Yep,
sorted
but-
because the pizza guy can turn up, do his, and she's already done her stuff.
Simon,
and then, yeah.
Simon.
What?
But it's Domino's.
Yeah,
that's
and also when the Domino's guys turn up, they're always really sad.
Yeah, it's because they get.
Pizza guys are fairly happy.
Yeah, because they
So
get
if
treated
I get
better.
a shark, it's quite uplifting.
Right, I'm just going to sum it up. The Pizza Hut guy would cuddle you afterwards. The Domino's guy, not so much.
He'd smash and run. He'd smash and run.
But they leave happy.
They do leave happy.
They would.
They do. They would leave happy. That is true. Now, that's the only article I
So,
think.
Sam
Is it?
had a KFC story.
Oh, yes.
Oh yeah.
Let me just get it up. Yacht Video Pro.
Giggity.
Get it up like rub grub. Rub grub.
Wubba
Sounds really weird, doesn't it?
Wubba
Rub
dabba
grub.
lub dubbed.
Rub grub.
Wubba dabba lub lub. Wubba
Seriously,
dabba
are they
lub
So,
going to
yes, this is
Wubba
about
lubba
the KFC. Obviously, there's a shortage of chicken, isn't there, around the country?
So I'll explain that in detail. Basically, what's happened is KFC changed provider from Bidvest to switch from a non-specialist food supplier to DHL. DHL then couldn't provide any of the fucking chicken, so they've had to close stores all up and down the country, and they're not able to do anything now. That's really bad for stores because they're obviously franchised
And they're
out.
making a fortune.
And they
They're losing a
usually
fortune, so-
and usually they're making fucking tons of money. Now they're not making any money. And DHL, because they can't, it's a glitch basically in their
lawsuit is
system.
gonna be massive.
The glitch in their delivery system means that all that chicken is going to go to waste. So yes, the lawsuit from KFC and maybe the franchised restaurants that supply to it or are supplied by them will probably sue them the fuck out of them.
Well, it might be the logistics third-party company that's in between the two.
It might be, but DHL is a fucking massive company, so I'm pretty sure they have their own
Does not look good for
infrastructure.
them.
It doesn't look good at all.
No.
It's ridiculous. But then all this is going
Because the
to...
fucked up thing is you need refrigerated lorries.
And then... But
You can't just deliver them in normal lorries.
Bidvest are just rubbing their hands like,
Do you think-
well, that's a problem,
Do you
isn't
think-
it?
Do you think Bidvest kind of saw the calamity outflowing, so that all the free ice trucks in the country, all the
Refrigerated
lease them
trucks.
out.
Yeah, lease them out to
Lease them
somebody else.
like,
Fuck it.
What are you doing? You were just sitting on them. How's it going? Can you deliver shit? No.
Can you deliver this very cold sofa to somebody, please?
Right. So,
Go on, Sam. Funny story.
KFC chicken shortage causes chaos as police in London tell customers to stop calling over branch closures.
They're calling 999. Oh, fucking Britain! What are you doing with your
KFC is
lives,
shut.
Britain? It's only fucking
What
KFC.
would actually happen if there was a proper emergency? As in, like, something bad actually happened, as in they couldn't deliver.
It's ridiculous.
If people are calling the police over a KFC.
It's so fucking ridiculous that what we live in nowadays. Is there any more detail to that? Have they got like how many people are calling them or anything like that, Sam? Have they got any more details?
Record
there?
numbers.
No, it was just a tweet that went out.
Why would you call
The
like the
Telegraph, I
police?
believe.
It's so ridiculous. Call it British Transport Police. Like, oh hello, KFC. There's no chicken. What am I going to do in my life? Go to fucking Burger King. Go to
That was
McDonald's.
one of the news stories is when they were interviewing a woman and they're like, this woman is not very pleased. I've got to go to fucking Burger King. I was like, fuck it.
It's only, to be honest, I quite like Burger King, if I'm honest.
Yeah.
Burger King's good.
Burger
I do
King
like
is a good
Burger King.
takeaway. It's a good
They've got a
takeaway.
little. I read up on Burger King. So what happened is they've got a new CEO who's like proper reinvented them and everything like that. Before that, they were losing. I don't know how many billion a year. They were spending. They had private jets for their corporate staff. They used to take the entire high ups of Burger King and take them to like a private island that they leased out, and it cost them hundreds of millions a year.
Wow. So their
And then
expenses
this new
were
CEO
insane.
came in and were like, "You're doing that, are you?" No, not anymore.
So you fired
got rid
them.
got rid of the private jet, got rid of the excess and everything like that. Restructured the company, and they're like, "No, you're not doing that anymore."
Well, their expenses were just insane by the sounds of it. But it's what we could do. Hey, next debate. You know, we've done KFC and that. We could do the best takeaway restaurants in the UK.
Oh, sorry.
So we could do McDonald's, Burger King,
McDonald's, Burger
KFC.
King, KFC.
Are we literally just doing food debates?
I think we are.
Apparently we are. I don't know. It's just what I like is I want to try and get a debate that comes from the first one, so it flows each time.
How about we all go away now and pick 5 different topics, and then the topic that we disagree with the most, we argue for that.
That's actually a good idea.
We flip a coin for which topic we go for.
And then figure out how to flip a coin again. You mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, take 3
So
minutes.
pick
Yeah.
5 topics, and the ones that get us the most.
What we could do is just pick loads of topics, the ones that get us the most up in arms, put them all into a hat, and then draw them out each
And
podcast
then what we could
episode.
do is make a poll.
We're just spitballing here, you guys.
That's
just an
Just
idea.
ignore us for this bit. Just skip ahead
Yeah,
to the
just-
bit where
just- yeah, just-
one of us
we'll-
does
we'll
something
stop-
funny at
They're
the
still
end.
just-
watching. No, probably no.
We're just doing stuff. Doesn't matter. You guys, it's all right. You can. It's all right. Go. No. All right. Okay. Right. So
Right, yes.
Let's wrap this up. We have discovered that bounties are in fact not the worst pieces of fucking.
No, it's Snickers.
Fuck off. So they're not the worst, apparently, in the celebrations tin. And we are going to find out in the next podcast whether people agree with our assessment that Pizza Hut is superior to Domino's. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been our 27th episode of the Gentleman's Debate podcast. If you've enjoyed what you've listened to, please subscribe to our iTunes channel and other podcasting channels, and also subscribe to our YouTube channel. Leave a like below, and also leave a comment as to your opinion. And please be nice to each other. You don't have to chastise each other around about their right to have an opinion. Now, please also follow our good friend Joshua Simpson of York Video Pro. At York Video Pro
Follow him
Twitter.
around in the streets.
Yeah, just follow him.
And if you're an aspiring porn star,
Yes, and you need some help editing photos and photography and everything like that, please hit him up at York Video Pro Twitter
But
and
you must-
Instagram.
it doesn't have to be just money to be taken as payment. By
But
the
you
way.
missed bring your own jazz.
Jazz. Smooth jazz. Oh, sorry, I thought you said jizz wrong. I thought you fucked up the pronunciation of jizz. I was like, oh god.
Well, actually, you could bring someone else's jizz, but I don't know what you'd do with it.
Delve into retro porn again. That's not being
Yeah,
right.
hairy people.
I have to say,
Yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, this has been episode 27.
Whoa!
Come
I
on.
have to say that I don't just do porn.
Not anymore.
You're in the business now, mate. There's no getting out. Once you go, wait.
Once you're in, you're never out. All right. Samuel, say goodbye.
Goodbye. Pizza
Say-
Hut superior.
Well, yeah. Mickey, say goodbye.
Goodbye. And if anyone's looking to hire someone that's unemployed, please let me know.
Josh, say goodbye.
Bye, guys.
And this is Simon. See you later, you beautiful motherfuckers. Support Pizza Hut. Boom.
Boom.
Oh, good massive.
He's just touching him. Oh, Christ.
Well, we're recording.
Yeah, well.
Oh shit.
These people.
It is a cruel mistress.
Exactly.
So moist.